And we all live watching the game. Knicks Clippers, James Harden's first game. Fabian perspective, expected, so accepted. All ball TV suckers. We taking that from heavy hitters and whoever else, Funk Flex, whoever else you want. That's ours now. Suckers. All ball TV. Knicks down by 2. Looking like a good game, man. We'll be joined by some friends soon. Hopefully, we'll talk about why all of a sudden everyone wants to trade Julius Randle in the year of 2023. 2 years too late. Somebody needs to do Hart's braids. I'll go to the story. I can do that. Yeah, okay. Not share. So you can't do that online. Yeah. I wanted to talk about these Julius Randle fans. No longer fans. Disgusting. How long have I been saying it? Julius Randle. He's a great talent. All NBA player, cool. I love what he's given to us. It's been wonderful. But he doesn't elevate his teammates, doesn't compliment his teammates. It's not what he consistently does. Been saying that. Now all of a sudden, after he had surgery, after he's going through another low, all his fans turn on him. Julius Randle, your fans are not real. Don't listen to anybody. I've been consistent. I told you were mid this entire time. You should come off the bench. You should still come off the bench. We don't win with you as our best player. That's just a fact. You look in the mirror and you tell yourself that, I'll be a bigger fan of you, Julius Randle. Who's in these comments? No, you could keep your holy war. I've been saying this. Brunson's our best player. He leads us. Danny Berry, what's going on? Wow. Yeah, wow. Danny Berry's the man, by the way. Brunson and Josh Hart seem to not get a haircut like me, but they have like a tandem going on. They're not gonna get a haircut unless they're together. It looks like. I have to get my iPad and do that. Hold on. I'm gonna send the link when it. Oh, I heard somebody tap into the building. Look, how about put him in here? Look who it is.
Big Flea, CO here.
We don't want to hear all that.
Big
You
Flea.
You are Big Flea. Cool. Big Flea. It's not disrespectful. Flea master.
Man.
Who's our best? I guess I'll do it with you.
This our best what?
The best view for the live, like when I do the thing. I don't know. I want Flea to give us his undivided attention. Like I want the Flea because this guy last week, the last episode of we just missed yesterday's episode of Sports. We'll be back next week. Don't worry, guys.
Shout out to the Four Sportsmen every Sunday, y'all.
Every
Every
Sunday.
Sunday, every Wednesday, IG Live as well. Tap in.
It just went dark over there, and then wherever Flea is at, I'm not gonna disclose his location.
Listen. I talked to my brother earlier. I told him I was on 1,000. I'm on 10 billion now. So say what it is you got.
Get on 10 billion. No. Get on 10 billion. I want you at 1,000%. We can go look back at the previous episode if you want to get on 10,000. And I want to see if you have the same energy. I just got on a tirade about. I didn't even go on a tirade. I want to know you fickle Julius Randle fans. Yeah, you Flea. You're included.
Listen.
What happened?
Listen.
Please explain to me what happened between a week and a half ago and today. What changed?
Listen, I'm an objective Knicks fan, number one, and I'm a basketball realist / purist. So I'm not gonna get up here and act like I wasn't wrong. I was wrong. I can say that. I was wrong. He has not started off the season well. There are many components to going into why this man is not playing good basketball right now. The biggest component is himself. He needs to get out his own way. I think he works on the wrong things. After shooting 41% from three about 3 or 4 years ago, he's going from 41% to 30% to 33% to flat out shooting it from like 27% last year. It's just been bad. So he's fallen in love with a jump shot. He is not doing the little things that adds on to what we need to do to be successful. He needs to just do the little things. Don't worry about being 25-10 this year. Don't worry about that. That could scale back some. If you're 19-10, you can still be just as effective as being 25-10. Just as effective. We got another guy that's going to put the ball in the basket in Jalen Brunson. We got an emerging guy off the bench in Emmanuel Quickly. We got guys that could add to you not being 25 a night. That's going to be all right. He's pressing a lot. He's taking a lot of forced shots. He hasn't looked comfortable at all in 6 games. I haven't even turned the game on tonight to even look at what he looks like. Even running up and down the court.
He looks great right now.
Even running up and down the court, Fabian, he doesn't look comfortable. So, yeah, he's not playing good basketball right now. Luckily for him, there's 82 games in the season.
He's playing great, 5 rebounds, 9 points. That's not what I'm talking about. This is what I love when you guys, you're skipping around, you're doing exactly what I'm talking about. He has not changed who he is. He's always been up and down. He's always been non-complimentary to his teammates. He always gets in his teammates' faces. He already started a fight with Brunson, a little bickering, whatever you want to call it, a little confrontation. That's what he does.
We need that.
No, we do not need that. No, okay.
That.
We need
that.
So where's the other side to it? When have you seen Julius Randle step to an opponent like that? I'm waiting. Who?
Kevin Garnett. Y'all heard they asked Bean. They said, Bean, what you thought about Julius Randle tonight? He's a grown-ass man. He handled that shit like a grown-ass man. He's been the same since, baby.
He's been the same guy since high school. He has not changed as a player. That's who he is. He's gotten better.
That's not. Oh, okay. This is the 1,000 you want me to be on. All right.
No. This is what I'm talking about.
There's usually once a night that I tell you to shut the F up. There's usually once a night that I tell you to shut the F up.
Flea.
I'm not going to do that tonight.
Flea, where is this energy? All of a sudden, not just you, Knicks Fan TV. Y'all were claiming that it was the media that had a tirade. They have a conspiracy against Julius Randle. No, they don't. He's not all that. It's just what it is.
I don't buy in. I don't buy into there being a conspiracy theory. But what I don't like, and I just said this to you guys about a week or so ago, we as Knicks fans got to stop being so goddamn ungrateful. As soon as we hit, listen to me. As soon as we hit our ceiling, no, but listen to what I'm saying. As soon as we hit a ceiling, with the guys that we have, now it's a lot of shit talk. See, we wasn't talking shit being in the second round of the playoffs last year. We wasn't talking shit being in the first round of the playoffs a couple years ago when we were the void of the playoffs for 10 straight years. We finally get in and we talking bad about the best player that finally got us to where we need to be. Let me ask you a question. Would you rather be a lottery team? Serious question.
No.
For the last 4 years, would you have rather picked in the top 10 in the draft every year? Would you have rather that?
You can't even be serious about that. You
I'm
don't. You
asking
do
a
not want
question.
to. You don't want to ask me that question. We
Would you
did that.
have rather?
Not with this. No, because we are general manager and they can't pick. They can't pick right. So no.
So my thing is, the kitchen is clean, the bathroom is clean.
No, it's
but
not.
we didn't take the garbage out to the curb. So we're gonna complain about not taking the garbage out to the curb. But mom, I cleaned the kitchen, bathroom is clean, dogs are fed, backyard is mowed. But because we didn't take the garbage out to the curb, we're gonna complain about the garbage not being at the curb. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Flea, why is the landlord knocking on the door right now?
He kicking that shit in, babe. He's kicking that shit.
What are you talking about? Stop playing with me. Don't you're talking to the wrong. Listen, I can understand.
That shit in, bro.
You're used to listening to all these other fans who are not consistent. Not consistent. You're dealing with the wrong one. Last year, what AllBall said, you crazy. You can't bring your best player off the bench. The problem is he's not our best player. Been saying that. I can't even tell who's better between him and RJ Barrett. That's his problem. That's his fault.
He can't produce. If you think where he's struggling now, you think he looks better coming off the bench?
Bro, I keep saying the same exact point. Russell Westbrook's on the other team right now. Until you show me you can humble yourself and stop relying on being a super athlete, you deserve to be on the bench. You make indecisive plays all the time.
Give me your starting lineup.
Hold on. I've been saying all of these guys can come off the bench. I don't understand why you guys don't think they can, including RJ Barrett. The only one who deserves a starting spot is Brunson. That is it. He deserves to be a starter.
Give me your starting lineup minus Julius Randle.
Right now, I don't care who it is. Barrett.
No, that's bullshit. And I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you say we can't start Julius Randle, but I don't care who else starts. If you don't start Julius Randle, you're gonna be worse. If not in the lottery. It's a fact, bro.
So you say no. Hold on. Why is that the case? If just because you don't start does not mean you won't get the same amount of minutes. That's a lie. Number one. Number two. If RJ Barrett and these guys are struggling with you on the court, it doesn't make sense for me. I don't care what these plus minus. Stop throwing these numbers.
Julius Randle's a better player coming off the bench right now. We should explore that.
He's always been. Or you bench RJ Barrett. Because you can't have them working simultaneously. They don't work together. They've been like that. And if he's trying to do that with Brunson in the game, you're gonna take away from the best player. You're not complimenting him. That's what you do because you're so inconsistent.
So let me ask you this: Julius was in New Orleans before coming over to the Knicks. He played one season in New Orleans. Right. AD was there, right? That's AD's last year. Am I right or wrong?
Damn. Is it? Because I know Moutier's there with him.
There's people watching we live right now, so there's some stuff in front of you right now. I'm sure you can fact check that quickly.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get somewhere.
Go ahead.
But it makes a difference if Anthony Davis was on that team, so that's why I'm waiting right now. But he started 73 games. Excuse me, he played 73 games. He started 49 games the last year in New Orleans. So
he played one season in New Orleans.
That's what I said. One season.
Okay.
He started 49 games. He played 73. Right or wrong?
In New Orleans.
Started 49, played 73. Started 49.
Right. Okay.
So he started more than half of the season, but he's also come off the bench for at least 20 games. So we know what it looks like for him to come off the bench. That year, he averaged like 19 and a half and and almost
21.
close to. Oh
He
shit!
averaged
Over 21,
21 points per
21 and
game,
9,
8.7 rebounds alongside Anthony
9.
Davis for 56 games.
Alongside Anthony Davis, how many minutes did he play a game?
30.
He got a. What kind of deal did that get him? Off that year, we wound up signing him once because we didn't really have anybody else to sign. But we go and sign him when we give him big money.
I think.
Would you take? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You going somewhere
No,
with that.
I said where I was going was, would you take that production from him? He played next to Anthony Davis, mind you. Would you take that production from him going forward? This is an easy question.
No, that's a loaded question. Jesus Christ.
It's loaded because you're the one answering it. All questions are loaded when they're asked to you.
There's Anthony Davis and Drew Holiday by his side.
So that even I forgot. Yeah, but he doesn't play a lot. He doesn't play a lot. He's there for a cup of coffee.
Okay, but Drew Holiday's on that team. Like, how can you forget that? That's who they traded him to the Bucks after that.
Okay, so that makes even more sense, Fabe. Drew Holiday. So what's the pecking order? This dude averaged 21 and close to 9 as the third best player.
You don't say. Oh, I love this.
Third best player behind two championship level guys. Third best player behind two championship level guys. Drew Holiday, championship level guard.
Eventually,
Anthony Davis, championship level player the next season. The following season, they win in the bubble that year. The following year. Okay. You're asking a guy to come off the bench next to no all-stars, next to no guys that are championship level guys, next to no guys that have ever been the best player on their teams. You're asking that dude to come off the bench. Make that make sense, brother? For me.
I don't. Again, you guys always want to refer to he makes the most money on the team. Shout out to Jared. I'm not talking
about his money.
Hold on. I'm
listening.
I'm telling you what.
I'm listening.
What you so-called all you hoopers and all you basketball experts.
Here he go.
Yeah, I'm with it because I gotta give the smoke to y'all. All you listen. He all NBA. If he's the best player in the team, shout out to Jared Harrington. He's in NBA Africa. We interviewed him. He goes, "How would you? So if you're Tom Thibodeau, how are you gonna tell me I'm coming off the bench? How are you gonna motivate me?" I said, "I'm gonna bench you." He goes, "Okay, so all right, I won't play. I'm gonna sit here and soak the whole time. I won't get paid." Cool. You're supposed I'm talking about what I would do as a coach to make our players better. Right now, they're interacting really well. He's not consistent enough for me. I don't care about whether or not these people prove to be all NBA caliber players. Nobody's proven like that. That's untrue because Brunson is number one. They all went to the second round without you. Like, how can we forget all this? They were accomplishing this in the playoffs without you. They beat the Cavaliers without you. They won a playoff series without you. They have a lot to say if somebody wanted to speak up. That's why I like IQ being in the starting lineup and starting a bickering, starting a fight with someone like Julius Randle. Why not? You need someone who can go back and forth and challenge him. I've yet to see Julius Randle challenged by anybody on the Knicks. Forget the media. Forget the fans. The only person that did it was IQ, and he kind of looked at him like, "Are you crazy?"
IQ will be in Charlotte. IQ will be in Charlotte, making $150 million next year, playing next to LaMelo Ball. So, we could say, we could say what we want. IQ was an excellent player. He will not be on a winning team next year. So we could, talk all the mess we want. He will not be on a winning team next year.
And I will be thoroughly disappointed.
I'll be thoroughly disappointed
because he's one of the only players that get better season in, season out, and it's visible. Jalen Brunson is one of the only players that have gotten better season in, season out, visibly. Like, as a fan, I'm watching them, and in their careers, I'm watching them get better. So to say, "Oh, man, we're gonna ship out Emmanuel Quick," that's your answer? Get rid of the guy that challenged Julius Randle in public.
No, I'm saying that we're not going to be able to pay that dude. We should have paid him already. We should have extended him. We should have extended him, before the deadline. Now he's going to go into the offseason as a restricted free agent. And now it just puts us in a bigger jam. We're going to have to match what a team like Charlotte, what a team like Indiana, what a team like Phoenix. All of these teams are going to offer him big money. And now it's going to be up to the Knicks to match $150, $160 million for a guy that we're not going to start, bro.
Okay,
I'm talking about the business of basketball. I'm not talking about
here we go again. And
I'm
so am I. I'm talking about the business of basketball. You're paying not only paying somebody, he's not even paying him like a 2-time All-NBA guy right now. They're really not paying him that much, right? With Julius Randle. It's the way they're treating him as if he's a 5-time All-Star guy, All-NBA guy. And we're saying, so Emmanuel quickly does not deserve to start at this point in your mind.
I don't. I think he's best served coming off the bench. The dude averaged 15 points off the bench. Some guys, and this is not about being a hooper, Fabian. It's not about being a hooper. This is about watching the game and knowing what you see. Lou Williams was a part-time starter as a Philadelphia 76er. Out of his own mouth, he said, I operate best coming off the bench, a la Atlanta, a la Toronto, a la the Los Angeles Clippers. He just operated better. Jamal Crawford, another guy. And I'm talking about higher level guys, but Emmanuel quickly could be as good as those guys. Effective. Yes, 1,000%.
Especially on defense. Jamal Crawford had the talent to do so, but he never really, panned out. But
J.R. Smith, J.R. could absolutely have been a starter in the NBA for years. He was a starter on some teams. But as a Knick, he was best served coming off the bench for that team that we had. And he was excellent for us that year. I'm just saying that.
So hold on. So how come I can't say the same thing about Julius Randle? He can start on any team in the NBA, but he's better served coming off the bench or being a third option.
So just listen to the guys that I just named, right? And you can make the argument all you want, but listen to the guys I just named. Lou Williams, Jamal Crawford, J.R. Smith. All of these guys are non-All-Star guys. All of these guys are non-All-NBA guys. It's the facts. It's just the facts. I'm not talking about whether they could have made teams or not, because they clearly could have been All-Stars in any given year. But what I'm saying is we're talking about a guy who has put together multiple seasons of good work, of great work. Call it what you want. Dime makes a good point about about Julius Randle's 25 and 10 not looking like the typical 25 and 10. Dime, respectfully, I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. He still had to get on the floor, produce, put up wins. This is the most successful we've been as a team in a decade.
So what? No. So again,
you were in your 30s the last time we were good.
But that is not my point. My point is,
what is your point, though?
How did you guys all of a sudden switch up on Randle because he's coming off of surgery and he's on a low right now? That's not, to me. That's not okay.
That is not fair. The time. That is a fair assessment to make. You would give anybody else grace if they were coming off an injury, off of a surgery. You would give anybody else grace, but because you don't like Julius Randle, it fits your narrative. So now I can kill him.
Wait, no. I'm saying the complete opposite. I'm saying you guys gave up on him after he had surgery. I'm saying I've been talking about him. Why are you waiting for him to have surgery and all of a sudden turn on him like this? I think that's wrong.
I'm not turning on him. You asked me for my honest opinion on Julius Randle. I gave it to you. I am not one of those guys that want to pull the trigger and go trade for Joel Embiid right now. I'm not one of those guys. I know that he started the season off slow with 6 games in. We have some things to figure out. Absolutely 1,000%. But am I gonna like scoff at everything he's done for us over the last few years? Because I promise you this: take him out of last year, take him out of the year before, take him out of the year before that. Remove him. Replace him with whatever else you want to replace him with. That's realistic, Fabian. Don't replace him with somebody that that fit. No, you know what? Let's do this. Let's replace him with your guy. Let's replace him with Pascal Siakam. Let's do that. Let's
You don't want that.
just no. Let's do it. Let's pluck
Okay.
him out and replace him with Pascal Siakam. Are we a second round team last year?
Yeah. You can't be serious
Are
right
you
now.
kidding me? Oh, does Pascal
Bro,
Siakam?
we beat
does
the
Pascal
Cavaliers
Siakam,
without.
Does Pascal Siakam lead us into a 4th seed 3 seasons ago? Does he do that?
Yes. Like I don't.
You're being disingenuous.
I'm
You're
not.
not being.
I'm not.
You're not being honest right now.
We need a disingenuous flea shirt
Yeah,
that's
we
coming
do.
up on
We
the
do.
horizon.
We do.
The disingenuous merch is coming up.
Yeah, we need that.
I'm not. Like when you say lead.
Mm-hmm. That's minus Jalen Brunson. The second best player in the playoffs that year was Alec Burks.
And who got hurt
Alec
that
Burks,
season?
Fabian.
Mitchell Robinson got hurt. That's what nobody talks about when we played Atlanta.
Our second best player.
So our second best player was
Julius
Mitchell Robinson.
Randle.
Was Mitchell Robinson?
I said
Alec
in
Burks.
that series.
Oh, in a series, okay. The series, okay.
In that
I'll
series.
give you that. Yeah.
Alec
okay.
Burks.
It wasn't all his fault, but again, when you say lead off the court in practice,
Listen to who I just said. Listen to what I just said. Going into a playoff series. Come on, babe. Come on.
I'm saying because you guys keep going. You guys want to defend things that I don't even understand. Like I get what you're saying, but on the court, he's not whatever you're talking about. He's the 3rd or 4th best player, and he's a bench player. And we just proved
he's
that
the 3rd best player on a championship level.
Yes.
Team. If put it in perspective, stop being a bozo, Fabian. You're my guy. You know better than this. Stop acting as though we have a championship roster.
See, hold on. See, once again, you guys love to talk about things that don't make sense to me. How do you become a championship team?
Help me make it sense. Help me make it.
How does the coach, how does the general manager, everybody from the top to bottom, how do we become a championship level team?
Couple of different ways.
Spoelstra, Greg Popovich, they make decisions from when you are bad. Greg Popovich is able to tank because he knows how to tinker his team. Oh no, you sit down in the 3rd quarter, so we'll be down by 15, and we'll still beat the spread. And I put this bet in.
So this is a conversation about Tom. This is a conversation about Tom Thibodeau, Leon Rose, Scott Perry.
Always has been.
This is not a conversation about Julius Randle. Then let's stop that. Let's stop that.
But how are we getting confused when I'm the one saying either trade him or bench him, or put RJ on the bench because they don't make like this is me playing coach. This is you trying to play coach right now. No, he deserves
this. Is you getting fired and thrown out the back door as a coach.
Only if Don Nelson was available.
Shout out to Don Nelson.
Don Nelson would have started Julius Randle at center and had him play point guard. Don Nelson's wild and really put the ball in it. Like imagine.
But guess what? We might be good. We might be good. We might be damn good with Julius as the point forward.
Yo,
might be damn good.
He looks blasted out of his mind all the time, bro. He looks blasted. Today he looks sober. Like I gotta keep it 1,000 with you. I don't know. No,
we need the hair back. He need to grow the hair back. Y'all remember Samson, right? Do I got that right? Is that right? Is that the right story?
Samson Knight with I think
they cut Samson's hair. He lost his powers. Is that the right story? Yeah, Samson. Is that right, baby? When they cut his hair, he lost his strength. Okay, school me, baby. Appreciate you.
What's up, Eric? Eric Valderrama, I seen your comments, man. This guy's cool. He said he loves all ball, apparently.
EV.
He said all balls making sense. I forgot who he was talking about in the comments. I see the comments, man.
Yo, listen, I give nicknames to everybody. I talk to y'all like y'all my guys. So EV, we shout you out, brother.
EV.
Appreciate the love.
The energy. Halliburton killing, of course. 22-6. I'm watching the Magic. The Magic look good out here.
First half. Hey, Fabian, Magic top 5 in defensive rating right now.
Top 2.
Second. Excuse me, my bad. I didn't want to go there, but yes, number 2 in the league in defensive rating right now. Jamal Mosley got them dudes playing defense.
Yo, nobody's talking about the Magic, man.
That's where did I have them? We gotta check the footage again. I gotta check back to where I had them. But
I gotta look back.
where did you have
I'm
them?
looking at
Somebody
where
had
I
them.
had them.
The highest we had them is like in the play-in. Somebody had them in the play-in, whether that was
I definitely
two
had him in the
or
play-in
Dom.
because
Okay.
Dom always laughs at me. And he says, "Oh, the Magic." Even the season before, I said, "Yo, the Magic are very talented." I had him 10th, fighting for the play-in. That's in the play-in.
That's in the play-in. That's the last team in the play-in. That's the play-in.
The Hawks are surprising as well. Nah, Fabian
The
said the
Hawks.
Magic. Thank you, Valderrama.
Hey,
Valderrama.
EV, appreciate you. Yo, Fabe, great call by Landry Fields on getting rid of John Collins. Atlanta has gotten better with uplifting Jalen Johnson, and Utah has gotten worse by picking up John Collins. Let's just call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. Big shout out to Landry Fields, man.
He's running the Hawks?
He is the GM. I thought I told you that. Yeah.
I thought it was Toronto, but that has to be Masai Ujiri. I'm bugging.
That's Masai.
Right.
That's Masai. But when Danny Ferry came out and who did he call a monkey? Or was acting like a monkey? Who did he say that about? Help me out.
I don't know.
But he said it about a player.
Oh, right.
Luol Deng. There we go. Luol. He was talking about Luol. That hit the fan. Then all of a sudden, Landry Fields is the GM. He was the assistant GM for a couple years, and then Danny Ferry got tired of doing his job, so he got himself fired and elevated Landry Fields.
Great point. I don't know what Wade is doing in Utah. Me either, Eric Valderrama. Turbo, what up, Turbo? Yeah, Atlanta surprised me. I didn't think they would be asking. I had them 9th fighting for the playoffs, but they're
playing better basketball, and they got a damn good coach over there. Quinn Snyder is a damn good coach. Damn good coach.
The coaching is good. Oh, same thing. I just put up a post saying.
Oh, somebody said about Atlanta's coaching.
No. Nobody has. I haven't heard anyone mention Atlanta's coaching or the Magic's coaching. But like I said, I like the Magic last season. And really, we got to also give props to Nick Nurse. Like, shout out to Mel, Rockstar Mel.
Rockstar's here?
No, I don't see him yet.
About his beloved Tobias Harris?
Oh, my God.
Tobias Harris probably top 10 in scoring right now. I know in 6 games in, but Tobias putting that ball in the basket. What's up, girl?
He was shooting like 60% from 3 or 70%.
Bro, the dude was shooting like 50, 40, 90 at least right now. Averaging over 20 a night.
Nick Nurse has them playing differently, man.
Yeah. He's completely giving freedom to Tyrese Maxey. Let's start there. The freedom that Tyrese Maxey gets to play with right now, you could see that Nick is like, go hoop. I'm not Doc Rivers. Go hoop.
Oh, they're killing. Indiana's killing San Antonio right now. Jesus Lord. Philly's up by 17 against the Wizards. I wanted to see. Can I do the first quarter box score on this? Because
you can.
I can't do it yet on here. On NBA.
First quarter's not over then?
No, it's been. It's the third quarter. They're up by 17. Joel Embiid will play the entire first quarter. He has 41 points and 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Joel Embiid. He's going crazy. Tobias Harris 16
Joel
points
got
again.
40 right now?
He got 41. And you guys don't want to trade for him, by the way. But let me get back on track. Let me get back on track. Joel Embiid
I asked Big Flea, the real Big Flea. I asked Big Flea, diehard Knicks fan. My dad been a Knicks fan since he was in the building when Willis Reed came out limping.
That's crazy.
So he was in there in the stands, right? So called Pops. I say, yo, Dad, we moving Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Fournier, and 3 first-round picks for Embiid and Tobias Harris. Are you okay with that? He said, absolutely not. I said, but you don't like Julius Randle. He says, I hate him. I said, but why?
Shout out to Big Flea. I knew
He
there was
says,
somebody logical with the blood with the flea DNA.
with the flea DNA, right? So I said, I said, but you don't like Julius Randle. I hate him. I said, but why are you opposed to this trade? We're giving up too much. I said, okay. Tweak the trade for me then. Tweak it for me. What are we keeping? What are we giving up?
Right.
He said, kid. He calls me kid. He said, kid, listen, the way RJ Barrett is playing right now, I don't know if I want to give him up. He started hollering and screaming about RJ Barrett. So, with that being said, I don't think that we pull the trigger on that trade if RJ Barrett is a part of the deal. Now, I know that we have held on to RJ in the past when we had the opportunity to get a superstar level player. But I think RJ has turned the corner in terms of who he is as a basketball player, which is why we might need to hold on to him for this year again. Your thoughts?
I don't think he's turned the corner. I think he's actually played FIBA basketball, continued to play basketball in the summertime. He was consistent. It goes back to two years ago when you tried to, last episode, you tried to tell me that RJ Barrett gets better every season. No, he does not. That was a lie. He did not get better last year, and the year before he didn't come in there getting better because Tom Thibodeau was complaining about it specifically pointing to RJ Barrett was in the gym every single day going crazy. He's not doing that anymore. And that was in December of 2021, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody could go look that up and try
As soon as Tom Thibodeau said that, things changed immediately for RJ Barrett.
No, it did not.
Immediately after that pressure.
No, it did not. It did not. What happened was we fell out of the playoff contention and they started benching everybody. We started playing our bums. That's when Obi Toppin went crazy at the end of that regular season, and we thought he was something, or some of us thought he was something. So that's not what happened. RJ had a better second half, but it was not right after that meeting.
Yes. I forgot. You're a Knicks fan. I'm not. I'm sorry. So
me? No, I'm not. I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not a Knicks fan. I'm saying there are misnomers about RJ. I think RJ. We're seeing, because it's public what happened. He played for Team Canada, and so that means he was playing the entire summer. He doesn't have one of these bodies. I want to ask. That's what I want to ask Paul Pierce. He looks like a lefty version of Paul Pierce in terms of old man style of play. Not super sneaky athletic. And I would love to ask Paul Pierce, did you ever take the summer off? Did you ever not be in the gym for more than 1 day or 2 days or a week? What was his process? Because that's who Barrett kind of reminds me of at his best. Like, he's a poor man's lefty, Paul Pierce. He can be crafty if he wanted to, but I want to know that. Did it take you, Paul Pierce, to actually play the entire summer, not lose your rhythm, always be in rhythm? So by the time the regular season started, you were in rhythm. Were there summers that you did take off and you came in out of rhythm, and that worked against you? Because
Fabian, let me ask you a question.
RJ seems to have the same body type. Ooh,
Fabian,
speaking of RJ.
Fabian, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
2 out of the last 4 seasons, we were in the playoffs. Got to the second round last year, was able to win 2 games in a second round series, minus our for that season, minus our best player.
Right.
What do you like about our New York Knicks?
I like the fact that we are able to figure out how to win with Mitchell Robinson. Like, that's not talked about enough.
Yo,
The fact that Tom
I'm about
Thibodeau,
to start taking Knicks fan cards from niggas that I think are frauds. You are like teetering right now, and I will be in the city very soon. Just put it in an envelope and leave it in your mailbox. I'll pick it up. I'm getting sick of you niggas. Go ahead, continue.
what did I say that was wrong? I don't I don't understand what was like. We don't get enough respect for him being like
Why? Because
a poor man's Moses Malone. That's incredible what he's doing. That like he single handedly beat the.
Fabian. If the comments don't
Can
go
I?
crazy on you, I will. Don't. No, I'm stopping you here. A
But what
poor
is
man's Moses Malone, Mitchell Robinson.
he ain't no Moses Malone? So what are we talking about?
Poor man's. He's not a poor man's anything of Moses Malone. Please continue to be respectful to Big Mo.
To right, but Moses Malone is a 3-time MVP. He killed Kareem. I'm saying Mitchell. You asked me what do I like about the Knicks? I'm
Mitchell
saying
Robinson is a poor man's Joakim Noah. That's what
no.
Mitchell Robinson
Joakim
is.
Noah could not get offensive rebounds like this and single handedly turn a
What?
series against the Cleveland. No,
What?
no. What I say? Joakim Noah could not get rebound like offensive rebounds like Mitchell Robinson and single
Okay,
handedly carry us against the Cavaliers.
Mitchell
And
Robinson is an
hold on. And Joakim Noah is more skilled than Mitchell Robinson. Like that's what I'm saying. There's a lack of skills in an era that does not play towards Mitchell Robinson's skill set, and somehow
Are
we're
you watching
finding
Mitchell
success in
Robinson
that.
film? Are you watching Mitchell Robinson film in the offseason?
Yes,
Are you watching what Mitch
horrendous
is doing in
behavior.
the offseason?
Horrendous behavior.
Forget. I love what he does as a Knick from October to May, but from June, what EV said.
He says, "I love how Fabian keeps using poor man reference in New York offense."
EV, tell him EV.
What is
Tired of that shit.
What is so wrong about calling him a poor man's Moses Malone when referencing his offensive rebounds?
Okay, you have to be specific. Maybe I'm over talking you, so you have to be specific. You're referencing him as an offensive rebounder when you're referring to Moses Malone. Okay, much better, much better.
Right,
talking full sentences for me, please.
So I don't do that. I speak choppy. I'm not as eloquent, and I'm not Barry. What you say? What's my man's name? What's my man's name? The 9X guy. Who's Darth Vader? What's Darth Vader?
Oh shit!
James Earl Jones.
Damn, James. Yeah, James Earl. There we go.
I can't. We all can't be fleas. James Earl Jones. Come on, man. The franchise has the money to get better players and more coherent roster. Bad money managing. I think he's
bad money managing.
And yeah, so
I thought we did better over the last few years with how we managed our money and the things that we spent it on. We are notorious for spending our money in the wrong ways, right or wrong. As a Knicks fan, for your entire life, 35 plus years, we've been Knicks fans. So we've watched money get spent horribly. We've watched. I saw somebody bring up Jerome James the other day, and I almost had a heart attack. Here we go. Fish is in the building. Mitchell Robinson, Jackie Robinson, Rachel Rod. Fish is insane.
I'm surprised he didn't say Smokey Robinson.
Fish is insane, bro. I love Fish, man.
So, but here's
shout
what I'm saying.
Shout out to Big Fish, man.
And that's the great point. You made, Flea, because the old Knicks would have signed Brunson to $300 million.
Yeah, I'm glad that we were in the position to just give him that little modest 100 million, 105 million, whatever it was. I'm glad, because had we signed him this summer, Faye, he might have got a little 220, 250.
Yeah, but
nasty shit.
Right, nasty. But it would have defeated the whole purpose of getting a guy like Brunson and truly leading the way. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would have. How does everybody know 2 went to the Bahamas?
Because he posted a story and he was walking. It looked like he just landed in Atlantis.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't want. I'm not gonna shout him out, but now everybody's saying I'm like, okay, thank you. All right, Fish.
Yeah, I mean, no. He put it publicly out there, so it's not like he's incognito.
I'm saying the market has enough.
He's got his feet in the sand.
I'm saying the market has enough to bring in better guys. Coach is legit, has culture, needs better talent. Jalen and Randall are a good base. What is that? You got a radio in the background, Flea?
No, I'm about to tell her to turn it off. You gotta turn that down, boo.
No, I could put the because the money trail came from World Wide West. That's a part of it too. Like that's
They
but they
give him a little too much credit. I'm gonna be honest. 10 years ago,
oh
15 years ago, 20 years ago, yeah, Worldwide had his hand on a lot of stuff. Nowadays, his arm don't reach as far as it used to.
Julius Randle's having
I know
a
everybody's not
great
gonna like
hold on.
that.
Julius Randle's having one of his best games I've seen as a Knick.
Who's guarding him? Zubac?
Nobody. Zubac just guarded him
No.
right now and he flushed. Nobody's guarding him. Like he looks
How does
unbelievable.
I'm about to get to the crib. How does Harden look?
He's rusty.
Oh, okay. He gotta knock some of that off.
He's rusty. But no, Julius
All
Randle
right.
looks amazing. Like this is not
All
what
right.
I'm used to.
Sleep. Hooping and chin. I see Dom talking to us. All right,
Yeah.
Flea tap back in momentarily, y'all.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna talk to myself.
Momentarily. Yeah, I'll be back, Fed. You know
I'm
that.
trying to send
I'm in,
it. I'm trying to send it in the chat.
you can't send it?
I'm trying to, but I guess I'm on the computer. It's not doing what I wanted to do. I'm sending it in the chat, y'all.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
All right.
All right, bro.
Let's see if Fish wants to get on. Fish is crazy. Flea apparently will tap back in. Dom ain't even watching. Yeah, I don't understand all that. But Philly looks good, man. I don't know. Tobias Harris, I remember him showing signs like this on the Clippers. I had to apologize to Mel, Rockstar Mel. Blessings to y'all hitting the gym. Fabian, I'll catch up with you tomorrow. EV, man, I appreciate you. Worldwide West Finance 2 vacation, so he'll get off next now. Apparently, Flea. Apparently. I mean, Fish. Too many F's. Let me see. I'm at the airport. Who cares if you're at the airport, Dom? Yo, Dom, get out of here, man. That's why I hate talking the game. I can't stare at the game. I'm watching both. So far, there hasn't been a fight with Mo Wagner and Luca. Mo Wagner and Luca hate each other, by the way. Like they're almost about to fight every single game. I hate having these what's up with the views? This was good. Yo, what's up, beloved?
You can hear me?
Yo,
What's good? I thought I was blackballed. I didn't know it was.
you
I thought I
might
was
get
blackballed.
blackball. You keep it up.
Why? What am I saying?
You what's up, beloved? What's going on? Chilling, everything good?
Chilling. Yo, once again, I understand the frustration with Julius Randle starting the season 8 games. It's 8 games. He's coming off of surgery. Maybe I don't know. I'm not gonna complain. Like if we're talking about this season, yes, he's shooting horribly, but we can't complain about things that we already knew since his rookie year, since we known in high school. He's never been a good teammate. We didn't have a problem with that when we signed him. He's never had good body language since high school, since AAU days. That's always been his problem in Kentucky. He got into at least 7 fights in the locker rooms in Kentucky. We're complaining about a crackhead that we know has an addiction. All right. We know he's a crackhead. All right. So his crackish ways is bad body language, being a bad teammate. We've known that about him. But his talent still outweighs his deficiencies. He's having a bad start for the first 8 games of an 81 season. But like Fleet and I continuously say, you guys are complaining about a person that already has maxed out his potential. He's never going
Yeah,
to
but
be an
I'm
MVP
not. Yeah,
candidate.
hold on. But I'm not referencing. I'm not talking about that. You're talking about defending Julius Randle, and that's cool. You haven't flipped on him. I'm not talking about you. People who are defending Julius Randle are now flipping on him. You and I have been consistent. You like him for some reason. I don't for every reason.
I don't. I know.
His talent or whatever does not outweigh what he brings to the table. Because when you're that talented and you like Russell Westbrook, when you're on the court and you don't show your strengths all the time, you don't compliment your teammates, your team goes down because of it, bro. There's no way around that. So that's not even my point. My point is, where did everybody else come from out of nowhere? Now you want to flip on Julius Randle after he had surgery? That's to me, that's some sucker-ish. I would never any player, you should give him the grace when they come off surgery. Or just the beginning of a season in general. I wasn't on that type of time. I don't think we just primarily lost because of him. RJ Barrett missed the game. He's holding it down. But I don't ever
RJ
expect
Barrett
this
missed two
guy to be the
games.
lead
He missed
guy.
2 games.
He missed 2 games. But
Yeah.
I don't see what RJ Barrett too, or Julius Randle. All you guys can come off the bench. I don't see where is this? He's the 2-time NBA dude. I'm not with that program. I've always been consistent with that. So I've never changed my position. Ain't no complaining because he started the season off like that. Even when he plays well, I say, yeah, that's great and all, but you can trade him now or bring him off the bench. I really don't care because that's not who he's going to be tomorrow. It's
So
not who he's
I
going to be
agree
next
with
week.
the premise. All right. Listen, I agree with the premise of all 3 shouldn't be on the court, or all 2 shouldn't be on the court at the same time. I agree with that premise. So I agree with you where Julius Randle, RJ Barrett can't function on the court together because they're primarily 2 left-handed players that always go left and stay at and work from the same spots. I agree with that. But if you had a chance to trade, I don't understand. You got Knicks fans, and maybe I'm included in this. Knicks fan want to pick and choose who to trade for, and y'all don't make realistic trade scenarios. We're never going to trade for the people that are out of our league, right? So you can say Knicks of this, Knicks of that. There's players that are out of our league because of ownership, because of not wanting to play in New York, and because just they don't like the Knicks stigma. Okay, players that are in our league that we had a chance to go for are Donovan Mitchell. That ship has sailed. He wanted to come here. You guys didn't want to give up RJ Barrett. And when I say you guys, I mean the GM. I'm not saying Knicks fans. You guys say some Knicks fans was like, that's too much, that's too much,
You're
that's too
talking to
much.
me. I didn't want to trade because there was a bunch. It was Mitchell Robinson included in some trade talks. There was a lot that was for Donovan
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell, and you
But
can see
okay, but
now
listen,
he's not a top
but
10
Fade,
player.
he's what you mean? He just came off a 45-point game. And
Is
then
he
he
a
had a
top 10
bad game
player?
against the Knicks. No, but who were you trading that's top 10?
That
Okay, Faith, let me ask you a question. Let's be realistic, okay? Let's be 100% honest. You're fine saying he's not a top 10 player. So you're saying that for Mitchell Robinson, which every Knick fan hates except me, because you could be a
I
testament to
like
this.
Mitchell Robinson.
I'm the only Knick fan that said you don't trade Mitchell Robinson for anything because he protects the rim and he gets rebounds, and that's what he does. Okay, so when you're coaching and you see a rim protector in this NBA style, you have to have that. So let's take that
Hold
away,
on,
right?
stop right there.
Is
Stop right
RJ
there.
Barrett?
Did you not just hear Flea ask me what we do? What do I like about the Knicks? And I said what I like about the
No,
Knicks
I
in the last four
didn't. I
years is
didn't.
the fact that he asked me that. I said the number one thing is we got Mitchell Robinson out there. The era is not even tailored to his type of game, and we found success with that. He's a poor man's
Okay,
Moses
I didn't hear
Malone,
that. Okay.
and we killing. But what I'm saying is that So I don't know what Knicks fans
Before
don't
I miss my
appreciate him
point,
because that's crazy.
well, no, there's mad Knicks fans that think he's a bum and that we need to get rid of him. Trust me. And I'll come back to that in the comments and I'll point
Right.
it out to you when we have conversations. Okay, you said so. You're saying that you didn't want to give up all those pieces for a player that's not top 10. That's fine. I agree. I'm with that premise. So let me ask you a question: is RJ Barrett ever going to make an All-Star team?
Not only by default, only by like somebody gets hurt because he's a forward, bro. Like, that's
So
tough.
you know, so yeah, okay. So you're understanding, right? That he has to have an exceptional season, and at least 3 players have to sit out for him to make an All-Star team. We are
Yep.
understanding that, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Donovan Mitchell can have a good season and make an Eastern Conference All-Star team?
It's more likely he would make it, but he has how many spots
Okay,
is that?
so
Four,
all right,
four
but
to
so he's a 3-time All-Star already in the West, correct?
okay.
All right, so he's coming to the East where the talent is lower. I feel Donovan Mitchell will be an All-Star this year.
Who do
So
we have
you're
in the
not.
East?
You could go down the line. There's 4. They're gonna pick 4 or 5 guards.
Yeah, I
So
don't
you
even
have
know who.
Tatum. So Tatum and Brown take up one of those forward guard spots. And go ahead. Yeah.
Tatum won't be. Tatum is a forward, so I think Brown might,
Okay, Brown. Who else?
maybe Drew Holiday if they're trying to vote that in there. But Donovan Mitchell might make it
Okay.
for off
So
popularity.
Donovan Mitchell is gonna be. So if he stays in Cleveland, you could say he may be a 5-time All-Star.
Okay,
Why would you not trade a 5-time All-Star that could just go get you a bucket? Right? He's not the best defender, but he's just a bucket getter, and you could build around him. Julius Randle, Brunson, and Donovan Mitchell is a more comparable team than any team that you're trying to put together with Joel Embiid or Karl Anthony Towns. I'm telling
I,
you, you guys, and I'm sure you, but I could bet 90% of the population, even these people on here on YouTube and all that, have not watched more than probably 3 Timberwolves games.
to
Donovan,
watch.
I mean,
Well,
Karl
you
Anthony
ain't gotta
Towns
ask me
has
about.
the
You ain't
the
gotta ask me
same
about
exact.
Anthony Town.
Okay, he has the same body language as
Yes.
Julius Randle. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
I agree,
If you think you hate Julius Randle taking jump shots, wait till you have to deal with Karl Anthony
bro.
Towns
You
clapping at
haven't.
the top of the key for a 3-pointer.
You
Knicks
asking
fans are
right.
going to go insane.
That's the pot calling the kettle black. Like I don't want Karl Anthony Towns for that very reason. But if that's his skill set and that's who he says he is, I'm fine with that as long as we don't empower him to think he is the best player. Because even with
Man,
him
my
on the
phone gonna
team,
die.
he ain't better than Brunson. You're gonna spread the floor like you can, and that's it. Randall's having a great game right now. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this Clipper game right now. 1,000%. Like he's killing right now. He's
You
amazing.
you can hear me?
But
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. No, I
But
just got connected to the call. Go ahead.
it's okay. Randall's having an amazing game, right? But I don't think with him, Donovan Mitchell, and Brunson there, 3 ball dominant players is going to be a great fit. The defense is going to be horrendous, even worse. And you would have lost Mitchell Robinson. You weren't going to keep Mitchell Robinson. Remember, you're trading against Danny with Danny Ainge. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't want it for that.
I,
And it's tough. The Garland Donovan Mitchell matchup is tough, bro.
you know why? You know why that Garland Donovan Mitchell lineup doesn't really work. Number one, Garland hasn't played enough games. He's always hurt. And number two is Garland is a more scoring point guard where if he'll pass because he has to. Brunson can just play basketball. Brunson's gonna pass, shoot, and he'll make the right play. He's not gonna force feed himself. And once again, when you play basketball, there's pecking orders, right? So Julius Randle, he has played with players that is better than him. He's played with Kobe. He's played with Anthony Davis, Drew Holiday. He knows when he's the third player, best player. On this team, there's no pecking order because he doesn't know that. He knows he's better than RJ Barrett. America knows he's better than RJ Barrett.
And so what do you
But
expect him to
there's
do with
no
that,
law and
Fabian?
order
What
on
do
the
you
Knicks.
expect?
There's no
No,
What do you
that's
expect him
exact
to do with
exact.
that,
Hold
Fabian?
yeah.
on, Flee.
Yeah,
There's no
no, no, no,
Fabian.
no, no, no.
There's
You're
no
going. No,
pecking order,
it's
Fabian.
a
So
great
if you
point.
bring in Donovan
No,
Mitchell, let me just finish. Let me just Fabian. Let me just finish. If you bring in Donovan Mitchell, there's no way, not even his wife could tell him you're better than Donovan Mitchell. There's no way he could see himself bringing the ball up with Brunson in the pecking order, telling him, "Yo, this is how we're gonna run the offense. This is it. If you don't want to, if you can't deal with this, we're going to trade you. You're going to trade yourself because everyone in America is going to see you wilding out, fucking up this good chemistry that we got. It's pecking
bro.
order in sports.
I don't understand how Brunson hasn't proven that. That's number
Proving
one.
what?
Number
Proving what?
that he
I
that
missed
he's
the first half of that.
that he's the best player on the Knicks. What are
No,
we talking about right now?
no.
What are we talking about right now?
You know why he
How is he
hasn't
not
proven that?
proving
No, no,
that?
no. Okay. So
Come on, man.
yeah, Flea. Matter of fact,
Yo, hold on,
I'm
no,
gonna let
no.
Flea answer.
They beat the Cavaliers without you. There is no talking about this.
One game, Fabian. They
No.
didn't win the whole
Yo,
series
dog.
They
without
didn't
him.
win that
Beloved,
whole
you just
series. They didn't win
what
that
are you
whole
talking?
series without
That's
Julius
false.
Randle.
That's a false. See, you talk about loaded
Bro,
questions.
Julius
That
Randle, yo, bro, dog. Julius Randle just missed he missed the entire was it
that's
March or April?
a,
Then they went to the
He
playoffs. He was
missed
hobbling.
Fabian. He missed the last 5
that's
games of the season. He didn't miss
that's
like all this time.
That's not true.
He
It
played
was
77 games last year, or 72 games, one of the two.
I think beloved, you in the Matrix.
Yeah, you breaking up. You breaking up, beloved.
Beloved's in the Matrix. I don't. He still was hobbling. He was not himself at the end of the season. And by the time the playoffs started against Cleveland, he was coming back. He was
won't be
hobbling his way
100.
throughout.
He won't be 100% healthy until maybe after Christmas. Let's be honest. Like,
Okay, but I'm talking about they still beat Cleveland without you. You were not the reason why they won at all. He wasn't there out there playing against Cleveland. It was Mitchell Robinson and Brunson and these guys.
it's not that far away, but you acting like he didn't play not one game in that series, and that's not true.
Bro, now you're gonna make me pull out his stats, bro.
Please do, because you have in revisionist history right now that is a little foggy, brother.
RJ, before I even go there, RJ Barrett was the only one that was having a great series, and Brunson had a crazy game 2 or 3. It was they had like 45 points or 48 points in that series. He went crazy.
I remember that.
And RJ Barrett had a couple of great games in the playoffs, not Julius Randle.
But to say we won the series without him, that's
what happened.
That's a little much, because the full series that we didn't have him, Miami, we weren't good.
Okay, he didn't dress for game 6.
Okay.
The game 6?
And that series didn't go 6. It only went 5.
Oh, game 1, okay. 19 points, 22, 11, 7, 13. He shot 35%, 40%, 20%, 30%. He got hurt in this series.
He got hurt before the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't himself.
He missed the last, I want to say he missed the last 5 games of the season. He played like 77 games last year and missed the last 5. He was inactive
for the last 5, right.
Okay, so that's right?
Yeah. And even that game against Miami, he played 14. He probably got hurt against Miami. He played 14 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. So
when I say he met against Cleveland, this is not a good series at all. At all.
No, he didn't play. He didn't play well. But I think the contributions that he made, just being there, he was a part of winning that series. This is a playoff series now, bro. You playing a team 7 times in 2 weeks. Like, the pieces that you have and stuff, every contribution matters. You started to hate Josh Hart in that series because he kept.
I started to hate IQ because against them in Miami because he didn't show up.
But what I'm saying,
and he was hurt also. He was hurt. Fabian, you know he was hurt, right?
What I'm saying
against Miami.
What I'm saying though is, if you're playing a team 7 times in 2 weeks, Like, you start to game plan, you start to figure out tendencies. And you've been watching them all season. So this is really who's the better team.
Nah, see, I don't like this. You're calling it revisionist history. No, I'm not. I watched the game, and when Julius Randle doesn't play well, we still won in spite of him. He had great games. Though his greatest game was probably against Denver last year. It was insane when RJ had the worst game of his life. Probably.
And when he had some extra help around him, we were able to win series. That goes back to my point. When Alec Burks is just second best player in a playoff series, you're going to lose to
against Atlanta.
Bro, they just you can't say that. You can't say that, and we just won without him. Like, he wasn't playing himself.
But you had better talent. You had better talent.
It doesn't. Of course. Clearly, you have better talent.
Especially because Beloved.
So let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Beloved, hold on. Let me get off real fast. Pause. I'm trying not to use it because my dog Beloved is here right now. But Fabian, again, you're being disingenuous, dog. Stop that.
I love it when he says that. I love it. Because I love it.
I hate it.
You're being disingenuous, dog.
I love
Come on, baby.
The small brother with the kufi. What am I being disingenuous about?
Wow. What a Zionist. What a Zionist.
Yo, Beloved, here we go. We're not doing that. So what am I saying? What am I saying that's so crazy, Flea? That, like, how is that disingenuous?
Because what you're saying, though.
That he broke up?
So he's saying that
I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Oh.
I think he broke up.
I'm saying
hold on, we can hear him now.
Yeah,
the mere fact that he was there put us in a position to be successful. You can't say because when he wasn't good, he wasn't good against Atlanta 2 seasons ago. I'm gonna be honest about that. He wasn't good. But what happened to us when he wasn't good?
That's not what you said. That's not what we said. That's a lie. That's another lie. That's not what we said. We said Mitchell Robinson did not play. That's what we said. His second best player did not play.
Funny.
I agree with that, though. I do agree with that.
Julius
you have to agree with that.
He wasn't good.
Okay, but he wasn't good last year either, Fleet. This is the part you're missing out on. He wasn't good.
What I'm saying is we have a better team.
Okay,
we have a better team.
Fleet, we're saying the same thing, and for some reason you're using it for the Julius Randle argument. He wasn't good in either. Hold on. He wasn't good in either series. The missing piece is actually Mitchell Robinson. Period. Because that's how this team is designed. It's not designed for Julius Randle to go crazy. It's designed to have a fake number one like him, or a number one to take over and play one-on-one like Derrick Rose or Jalen Brunson. Hold on. And then the reason why is because, like you said, he's playing the Joakim Noah role, but he's a super offensive rebounder. They're playing towards their strengths. The only thing I'm mad about with Tibbs is, bro, you gotta hold Julius Randle accountable. Clearly, they spoke to him. He's been to therapy the last couple of days. Because what y'all went through is you and all these other guys that flipped on him, because you did. Flipped on him this week.
Me?
Not Beloved. Beloved never did that. Beloved actually is consistent. Everybody else flipped on him. Now, like,
so
this
how
is not the time to flip on him.
How did I flip on him?
Because you said, I'm starting to think otherwise now. I'm starting to think differently about Julius Randle. That's what you said.
It's a big
fan TV.
I'm getting a bigger sample size. If I get to 20 games and I have enough of a sample size to say, hey, this dude's not good right now.
But there's only 8 games. It's nowhere near 20.
I can't
know what you're
believe.
saying,
I
Beloved.
can't
I'm
believe
just
I gotta
saying.
go ask Beloved for some logic right now. Beloved,
I'm the only logical nigga in here.
No. Do you agree with what he just said?
No.
Thank you.
Because I've never
sample size of 6 games.
Hold on. Let me say something real quick. Even when we talk about the all when at the game 2, when
Beloved, you going through the
he driving.
They call it the gulag. They call it the gulag in the kids. They call it the gulag.
Y'all don't agree with what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if y'all niggas don't agree with what I'm saying. I'm saying.
Oh damn, I lost service. Fuck.
Yeah, you did. You back. You back on, Beloved.
We got
back. All right. So we're exhausting. We're making conversations like it's game 75, and it's just so much overreactionary, non-logical things that I'm hearing.
No, beloved, you're assuming
it's 8 games.
No, you're assuming that. Nobody's talking about this like it's game 75. That's not what. That's not my point of all this. My point is,
Fabian's point is that
if
he's
you've
been
been holding
saying this
down
for a long
Julius
time.
Randle, no. If you've been holding down Julius Randle, you should not choose the time, the beginning of the season, when he's coming off season surgery, and he's having a downtime in the beginning of the year to flip on him, to criticize him. I have not
agree.
criticized him. I
Okay.
have not done that. Y'all
All right.
did.
But he is
Not
not
beloved.
devoid. He is not devoid of criticism playing the way he's playing. I don't care.
Nah. Okay. Now, beloved, please. You're the Julius Randle supporter. Do you not see what? Maybe I'm not bugging here. He is void of criticism at this point in time. Why isn't he? Why shouldn't
How
he?
could he be devoid of criticism? With two
Because
and
he
four,
just
with
had
2 and 4
I
right
think I'm
now.
losing service.
With
Yeah, you
2
did
and
lose
4
service.
right now.
I
I
hear
hate the
you.
Bronx. Bronx. You can hear me now?
We got
I
you,
hear
bro.
you now. We know you're in the Bronx.
Nobody can
We
hear
know
me
you
in the Bronx.
You
Nobody
said
can hear
that.
me in
We
the
heard
Bronx.
that.
All right. So, all right. You can hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm getting close to Harlem. All right. So what I'm okay. So my support of Julius Randle is not for Julius Randle. My support is as a logical Knicks fan, knowing that I understand that I'm finally in a good position where I have assets to trade to continuously get better. I don't.
Hold
I'm
on.
not. I'm
I
not
want
in
to
the
hold on,
business.
hold on.
Let me
But
finish.
beloved,
Hold on.
I'm
Yeah,
stopping.
yeah.
I'm stopping you there because I agree with all of that, except I'm not for him, right? But my point is this: Flea is currently saying that the 6 games is a sample size enough for him to criticize him.
No,
I'm saying,
no,
wait.
y'all are not.
That's what you just said. It's on tape.
I
I said now the Julius Randle critique himself saying this is not the time to criticize him. He just came off surgery. That's wrong of you to do that. That's my point.
You done?
I'm done.
Okay. So what? I can answer real quick, Flea. Then you go, or you want to
Yeah,
go?
yeah, go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
All right. So what I'm saying is, I am not, and I'm one of the people that keep saying this. I am not too overreactionary when it comes to the Knicks. I'm not saying Julius Randle is the best power forward. I'm not saying none of that. What I am saying is, you make trades to get better, or you make trades to say, I need the clear salary. I got to start over. Let me look at the next 4 years. The Knicks are in the position where they have enough timing. You missed a timing of a good trade with Donovan Mitchell. Now, don't just do something to do it. You don't want to move. You want to move vertical. You don't want to move laterally. You getting Karl Anthony Towns is laterally. If you're trading for Maxey and Tobias Harris, I am in agreement with it. Because I believe Maxey is going to be an elite shooting guard in the NBA. And I could feel Tobias Harris could do what Julius Randle is doing for 2 years. Then we can move on from the contract. But I'm not going to trade the house and gut the team.
But I'm not talking about that. We ain't talking about whether you want to trade him or not. Forget all that. I'm
Yeah,
just talking about
the Bronx.
strictly.
I'm in the Bronx.
I'm just talking about strictly if whether you're on Julius Randle's or supporter, whatever the case, you don't want to trade him, you do want to trade him, whatever. It is the first 6 or 7 games enough to say, yo, this is the all-time worst?
No.
The worst 6.
No.
That's
Brother,
all
there's
I'm
nothing
saying.
wrong. There's nothing
Okay.
wrong.
There is something wrong with
nothing
that.
wrong with okay, look. If we're
There's
saying,
something totally
no,
wrong
look.
with saying you're
When you
having the
have
worst time of your life
Hold on.
after you cut your ankle open and replaced your bones or whatever it is, bro. That is the worst time to do that. That's horrible to do that.
Hold on. So, no, I'm not letting you do this.
Yo, Flea,
being
Flea.
slick now.
Hold on, Flea. You gotta hold on. No. I know what he's doing, but you do gotta Flea, answer what he said. But I see what Fabian is doing because you're picking and choosing when to bring that injury shit up now.
Yeah, he's
so
slick.
when you
He's slick. I don't like
don't
being
pick and
slick right
choose.
now.
So you're saying what you're saying is it's okay to play bad if you get surgery, but it's not okay to play bad if you're hurt. You see what you're doing? That ain't logical sense either.
That's not what I'm saying. Because
go ahead.
I'm saying I've been critical of Julius Randle his whole time in New York City.
Since he was in high school. From your words, since he was in high school.
I didn't know him back then. On the
go
Lakers,
ahead.
on the Lakers, he looked like Antoine Walker to me. I thought he was gonna be the next Antoine Walker. But on the Knicks, I just been critical of him. Him and RJ, I thought he would ruin him or whatever. But I have never. I just said, man, he's playing bad right now. That's all I said. But the way the media and you specifically, it sounded like you flipped on him. To me, was disingenuous. How is it you chose this point in time to go and stomp all over him? That is, to me, unless, you know what, I could be wrong, because he's playing the damn best game of his life right now.
What's the score?
83-77 Knicks. Harden's having a decent game too. 15 points, 6 of 8 from the field.
Can I say something now?
Sure.
Bucket low. Fuck it though.
Appreciate you, beloved. Listen, you slick. First of all, I thought 2 was the slickest one, but you a slick ass dude too. You got a great command of what we talked about the other day. Command of the English language. You got a good command of it too, because you like to play around, and I don't like that. So let me help you real fast.
Please.
I can very well criticize how this dude has played in the first 6-7 games. I can very well do that. He is the best player on our team for the last 3 to 4 years. He is our all-star. He's our all-NBA guy. Yes, he's coming off of surgery, but I can very well say he hasn't played well. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not cutting him at the legs because I'm saying he's not playing well. It's a fact. This is not opinion. It's a fact. So, what did I say? I said, if we get to 20 games where there's continuous multiple games of 4 for 16 shooting, 3 for 15 shooting, if that continues and we get to Christmas, then what? Then it's okay?
It's never been okay to shoot 4 of 20. That's
What I'm
what I'm saying.
Is when is
No,
the
that's not what you
criticism gonna
said.
be okay?
That's not what you said, and that's not what the media did and
I asked you a
turned on him
question.
with.
Don't stop spinning it.
I just said that's not okay, and that's never okay. I just answered that question. It's not okay, never okay to shoot 4 of 20. That's insane. Wherever you have
what I
him
asked you.
4 of 20.
That's not what I asked you. See?
So what are you asking?
He's asking when it's okay to criticize him.
Julius Randle, at that point, I think it's okay.
So right now,
15, 20 games in,
we should be responding to anybody that has any criticism for Julius Randle. We should, one, be reminding him that he's coming off an ankle surgery, excuse me. And 2, that it's only 7 games in the season. That should be the rebuttal every time he comes out of a game. Every time we watch and he shoots 3 for 15, that should be the response, right?
No.
until 10, 15 games, of course. Like I'm talking, but it's not just that. It's the level of how you guys were defending this man tooth and nail, acting like he's the next savior. And all of a sudden, when he's going through a downtime, it's not like when he was booing the crowd like a jerk. That was idiotic what he did. It was like we're booing you because you stink. That was him.
No critical of Julius Randle 2 years ago when he regressed. I was critical then too.
But he's still not our savior. That's not who he is.
But that's really your point. Your biggest point is, guys, Julius Randle ain't shit. Injured, healthy, what? He ain't shit. That's really your point. But you don't want to say that. You running from that.
I'm not.
When you say savior, do you mean when people say he's untradeable, or do you mean I just want to trade him for the sake of trading him, or can we? All right, so you're saying that no one on the Knicks should be untradeable besides Brunson. That's what your point is?
No one on the Knicks is unbenchable besides Jalen Brunson.
Unbenchable.
That's all I said from the
Beloved.
Why can't he come off the bench?
Beloved, my brother.
Okay, so let me answer.
Are you crazy? He makes more than everybody.
Beloved.
Okay, no. But
the pecking order. You didn't see the woodpecker? What are you people talking about? The pecking order. It's a pecking order. Your man.
Wait, hold on, Fabian. So you're saying in sport? Hold on. You played sports. I don't know at what level. You know there's pecking orders on a team, right?
There's pecking orders in life.
Exactly.
Walks through that door is a pecking order. No, you know when somebody's nicer than you. Jalen Brunson is nicer than him. I'm getting buckets.
Okay,
Come and get a bucket. I'm getting a bucket.
I agree with that. Yes, that's it.
So stop. Stop telling me that Julius Randle's better. He's walking in the gym and he thinks he's better than Brunson. He knows he's not.
Beloved,
But I don't think he does. But I know he thinks he's better than R.J. Barrett.
Beloved, can I ask you a question, bro?
Yes.
Take Julius Randle out the starting five. Who is your starting five minus Julius Randle?
So if I would take so Julius, I want Julius Randle to come off the bench.
That was a hard breath. He went.
Okay, my starting five will be I will go small. So I will go Robinson, Josh Hart, R.J. Barrett, DiVincenzo, and Brunson, and I still have because I want to see defensively how we match up, and I'll just try to like swim water until the 8-minute mark, and then boom, I'm gonna hit you with quickly. Then it all depends who I'm playing. So quickly or Randall will come off the bench first, and they'll give me the spark. Then I go back to my second half. Then I work them in, and I'll work my best five the last 5 minutes of the half. Then start the lineup again and see how the third quarter is going. But I want to win the third quarter. So after the first 4 minutes of that third quarter, I'm putting the best five out there. Whoever's playing good, take them out. Let them rest for the first 4 minutes of the fourth quarter, and then I'm finishing the game with my best five, whoever had the best cohesion of that night. Now, to do that, Flea left?
I think it's just like the thing. He'll be back.
Well, but to do that, and Fabian, this is what I want to tell you earlier. I don't have a problem with either Julius Randle or R.J. Barrett coming off the bench. Do you know what type of coach has to do that? A coach with super equity. A Spoelstra could sell that to the team. Old Phil Jackson, he could go to another team and sell that. A Nick Nurse could sell that. Maybe
was Steve Kerr able to sell that?
Who could do that?
Why was Steve Kerr able to sell that to Andre Iguodala?
Because I'm gonna do
why at that point Popovich won some rings with
let me answer, brother.
I don't think you can answer that. Like I know you're saying with Popovich, with Ginobili. Okay, I get that. That's the only one though. So maybe Kerr and
you know who can do that? You know who can sell that? That has a lot of respect in the league. Tyronn Lue could do that to the Knicks. Nick Nurse could do that to the Knicks.
But they won,
Spoelstra could do that. Tom Thibodeau
I don't see how. I'm gonna be honest with you. When I hear them talk about Tom Thibodeau, it is very respectful. Even I, during the press conference, I'm like, I like this guy. Like I can't front on that. So all I'm saying is that that's not true to me. That's not true what you're saying. Because every time I hear him talk about Julius Randle, he's always coddling him. He'll come around, but he never coddles anybody else. He always like R.J. Barrett. Everyone else, he holds him accountable.
Fabian, I'm not trying to get personal. You don't treat your kids the same, right? At a certain aspect, you know how to talk.
No, you cannot. You can't.
Okay, that's how coaching is. You know that, right? Like there's some like my worst play on my 13U team, right? He is clearly my best player, right? But I have to talk to him. I have to say, come here. Say his name is Mike. Mike, come here. Yo, this is what I need you to do, all right? Do you need a break? Do you want to take a break? Are you tired? What happened? Okay. I know you had your mother's bothering. Okay. Go get some water, but I need you to go hard. Because if you don't go hard, like everyone's going to follow you, all right? All right, go. Now, my third best player, yo, shut the fuck up and let's go. Stop missing layups. But I could talk to him like that because he's running through a wall for anybody.
Does Pop do that?
He got a massage. Yes. You think he treated no, okay. But those are those. No.
You think Bill Parcells did that?
Fabian, there's anomalies to this. Tim Duncan could be coached no matter what. Right? There's certain plays that could be coached no matter, but that's not the norm, Fabian.
Okay, but Julius Randle is not Julius Randle is not the anomaly.
He's not your best.
Equation.
I agree, but you.
No,
that's the best you got.
No. You can't.
All right.
You have to. So how else do you humble someone to your liking? You have to make them realize we're part of the reason we're losing is because of what you're doing. Your job as a coach is to motivate that.
Yes. But you don't. Okay, now, but Fabian, you cannot do that at the level of the NBA. Most of the time, you cannot do that publicly.
You're right.
You can't do that publicly. So how you know that he's not getting first up?
Not once? Not even one time?
No, because you know the player. I'm not saying you could. He could do that. And you know what Julius Randle gonna say on his contract year? Or before they re-signed him? He said Julius Randle could have said, nah, I'm good. Either me or Thibodeau. And the Knicks would have had to make a decision. So you know what Thibodeau learned from his days keep coaching these young niggas? I can't do that to him because number one, he knows Julius Randle. He doesn't take good to that. He doesn't like that. So until you got better, you gotta coddle some people to a point where you can get production out of them. You think he likes doing that? You think he likes him pouting on the court? You think he don't want to curse him out? Of course he does. But you gotta coddle for what the best you have so far. You think he won't?
What?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, do I think he won't what?
Do you think he doesn't want to curse him out? You think he likes what Julius Randle does? No, but he's learned this is a business. So for me to do that, Julius Randle doesn't take well the public criticism. So I'm going to curse him out in practice. I can curse him out in the office, and maybe one day he'll get out of it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But I got to still coach the other 12 players and still win games for this franchise. That's how coaching is.
The way you've been describing Julius Randle, yo. There's never parking uptown. The way you've been describing Julius Randle is like every other person that I ever met in my life that's always trying to prove something. They always got a problem with somebody. There's always
somebody else's fault. Yes,
it's not just
that's who he is.
So that ain't just public criticism. That's any kind of challenge that he's gonna. Yo, what? Like and you know what else I don't like?
Want us to kick him in his back all the time?
He doesn't. No. I kick him in his back when it's supposed to happen. You guys did it at the improper time, Flea. You've already been proven wrong, Flea. You kick him when he's down. That was wrong of you. You need to apologize to that man publicly.
I'm not apologizing for shit. I know what I'm watching.
Should.
I know what I'm watching.
You should apologize to that man.
Niggas want braids.
I kicked his back in. You were his man. That was some Judas behavior.
See, here's the thing. Let's be honest. Like, we got 3 Knicks fans up here, right? And 3 pretty objective, logical Knicks fans on the screen right now. Let's be real. We are in basketball purgatory right now. We are not in the best spot right now. We are good enough.
See, I don't feel that way.
We are good enough to beat everybody in the Eastern Conference minus Boston and Milwaukee. We are good enough to compete. Not even beat. We're good enough to compete with everybody else but those 2 teams. But we're not bad enough to draft in the top 10. So what we gonna stop acting like if we trade Julius Randle and get Joel Embiid, that changes life for the New York Knicks.
I would like to put 2 things on record. I was the one when you guys first. I would like to say when you guys first met me, I said I don't know what the fuck you gonna do with 93 number 15 picks. We all remember me constantly saying that. Okay, there's nothing you can do with that.
Do you agree with Flick he's basketball purgatory?
Yeah. I think yes, and I can compare it to the NFL. We are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. We're not bad enough to tank, but we're not better than She is a house. Look at that. I'm pulling on. We're not.
I be wanting to know what team are you watching, Fabian?
We're not. Fabian, listen to my answer. We are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. We're not bad enough to tank, and we have talent, but we don't have enough talent to compete with the 49ers and the Eagles. So we're just playing for third. So for you to go up to that next echelon, you have to make very strategic trades so you don't be thinking that you're competing and you're just going down. So the Knicks need to do this.
The problem really is you can't. We can't be in basketball purgatory when we just experienced the last 20 years. When they got rid of a GM or president of basketball operations in Donnie Walsh 10 years ago and was in perfect position, traded everybody for Carmelo Anthony. We can't be and then the years after that, that's basketball purgatory. Landry Fields lost all the 2 guards.
You want to trade everybody for Embiid.
No, but we'll also have salary cap room to get Siakam and have a better team.
But that's all. But that's not a guarantee. How you know he's gonna come here? You know how many times I've been a Knicks fan. Hold on, Fabian. You know how many times I've been a Knicks fan, and you're saying
you're talking about that's not guaranteed. None of what you guys are saying, this is not purgatory, is not guaranteed. None of what anything
But
anybody says is
Ferguson,
guaranteed. You have a front office in place that's stable.
Fabian,
They signed.
hold on.
Hold on.
who
You
have
You
they
not
just,
being
brought in
I'm
honest
trying
right
that
to
they
now.
counter
moved
your
you?
statement
This
Who
shit is
have
about it
they?
being a
pissing me off.
purgatory thing,
Who
and it's
who
not
have they
true.
brought in that you liked?
You're not being honest with yourself. We drafted Frank Ntilikina at the 8th pick. We drafted Kevin Knox.
Did
with
Leon
like
That
Rose? Did Leon Rose draft him? Did Leon Rose
no,
listen
draft
to
him?
what
no,
I'm
no, no.
No, he
saying.
did not. No,
Okay, I
no, because you're
understand.
saying something
We
else, bro.
drafted Usman
Who, me or
Jang.
Flea?
We drafted Usman Jang. Who's that? Who's that? Like, cut it out, man.
Okay, no, but I'm not talking again. The draft picks, we just said they picked horribly. They should have picked Halliburton instead of Obi Toppin. Whoever disagrees with that now doesn't know what they're talking about. That's somebody. That's the Knicks fans that know what they're talking about.
Going back, I would 100%.
Not going back. Not going back. I don't know what. I don't like watching
Then I
college
don't know
ball.
why the
If
fuck
you
no one said
thank you,
pick Obi. That was the
thank
dumbest
you.
shit. That
Nah,
was
I
so. You know what
think
that was?
Hey,
That
hold
was
on.
some. Let's get some more fans for a hometown kid. And the nigga from
Beloved.
fucking.
What
I hated it.
what have the
that,
Knicks
beloved.
been missing that we were complaining about till Brunson got here?
A
What
point
we complaining
guard.
about? Well,
A point
are you
guard for
kidding me?
37 years.
So
Why
so
the fuck would you pick another small forward?
So that's their exactly. That
But then
when you have Julius Randle
that's
there,
to my
you
point. Why
believed in Julius Randle so much that you drafted Obi Toppin. That's number one. And the mistake was having Halliburton, not drafting Halliburton, right? And they don't draft well. I think we missed SGA too, unless that was the Ntilikina one.
You draft insurance for guys that you're not sure. They were not sure about.
Hold on, wait.
Fox
Hold on.
was great, but they weren't
Listen.
sure about Fox, so they draft Halliburton. They realized, oh shit, Fox is the deal. Gotta go.
What does that have to do with what we're saying?
I'm just saying, Pete, you sometimes draft for insurance. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I'm sorry. No,
That's
that was great. That was a great point.
That's
That was
what
a
I'm
great
saying.
counter. That was a great counter. You're right. But they don't draft well. We know that. Now, to counter the whole purgatory thing, you can't finish telling me that because you bring up Donovan Mitchell for the millionth time. You can't finish telling me that you wanted to trade for Donovan Mitchell with these same purgatory draft picks and then say we're in purgatory and these draft picks mean nothing. You can't say both at the same time.
We have 20.
A contradiction.
I did. But what? No. It's not a contradiction to me. It's a contradiction to them. Because I'm telling you, I would have gave up every draft pick at number 15. I would have gave them niggas 5 rounds. Because it don't mean shit. Number 15 picks don't mean shit.
You can't say they don't mean anything and they're
They
worth trading for. That is
Well, they are.
No.
The Thunder got 27. The Thunder got
Maybe
27 first-round tricks. They can't draft 27 people.
okay, that's fine.
Why am I even doing this?
Maybe they are meaningless, but you can't say that. If they were able to trade, have Joel Embiid on the block. If they're able to say that we might trade for Donovan Mitchell. If they're able to use the same picks, you can't say they're worthless when they're worth that. That's a contradiction.
Yeah, but no, Fabian. No, Fabian. All right, so Fabian, hold on, Fabian. So some picks are like if I get a pick, right? If I don't make the playoffs for 2 years, the pick either becomes protected or unprotected. So you got to look at each pick and how each pick was drafted. That's not how each pick was traded. That's number one. Number two is you keep saying that there's free agency. There was free agency the next year after Carmelo. And nobody wanted to play with him. So I'm not
that's
saying
not what happened. We didn't have the cap space, bro.
Okay, so we have cap space. How do you know? Okay, we have cap space.
We went and got Tyson. We went and got Tyson.
We got what?
We went
Tyson Chandler.
No. We were able to get him, but we were supposed to get rid of. Remember, the whole thing was getting rid. We should have cut Amari because they had the amnesty.
You should have amnesty. Yeah, there was.
We amnesty.
Hold on. Can I ask Fabian a question? Fabian, what has Leon Rose and them shown you that their ability to I understand World Wide West and it was said in the song and all that. I want to know who have they brought in so far that there's so many connections that you feel that we could gut the team and build through free agency. They haven't made
everybody right now is saying
that I've seen.
But everyone is saying when you listen to when I heard Gary Payton in the 90s say I'll never play for New York. I heard a bunch of players saying that primarily because Pat Riley's no longer here. When you don't have somebody up top that you looks like they know what they're doing, it changes everything. I keep saying this. Andre Iguodala 6 years ago said the Knicks were a joke. Now he's saying, they're changing things over there. James Harden just came out today. Yeah, hold on. James Harden just came out yesterday and said the same exact thing. The players normally they do not speak about the Knicks like this. No, it's not just a trading block. No, it's the trading chip. They don't have to say that. It's the
Okay.
player empowerment movement. And they
Okay.
brought in Brunson. They also brought in IQ. Did IQ go to Kentucky?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's the Kentucky connection that Leon Rose had.
IQ and Tyrese Maxey in the backcourt together. Nasty.
And the backcourt together. Okay, so for me, Mikal Bridges is clearly the guy they're gonna go after this. I'd rather have Mikal Bridges than Julius Randle.
Going
period.
forward, going forward, yes.
And he's not
Yes.
available. I'm just saying.
So
That
Mikal Bridges is 2 years away from free agency.
They might trade for him. A couple draft, I don't know. But the point is that if this is they're competitive. They're up by 14 against the Clippers right now. They are competitive. And the front office does seem competent. Can they be better? Hell yeah. Like, come on. We can't argue that. But stop selling me that Randall is the lead guy to that. Is he the bridge? Is he the bridge from what it was? Where we lost Porzingis? Because I was mad about the Porzingis deal. Is he the bridge from then to what's possible in the future?
Raymond.
Definitely.
Raymond. Without
Colin.
Okay, that's fine. Without the two, no, this is not for Fabian. This is for Beloved. Beloved, without the two playoff appearances, right, over the last 4 years, would any superstar free agent even look our way if we didn't have that success the last couple years?
No, it would have been harder to even get looked at without them.
Without what?
Without some type of playoff success.
Yeah, without the recent small success we've
I
had.
don't think they would still. I don't say it hinges all on that, but I get your point. So I do get your point on that.
But all I'm saying is that a big piece of why we've been able to be relevant is because of Julius Randle.
Okay, so let me bring something to everyone's attention, and let's okay. So like you guys said, revisionist history and things like that. So Fabian, I want to address free agency coming up, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna bring up
we already dealt with the best the Knicks are gonna have, all right? And I don't second round until you meet Milwaukee or
the Knicks won tonight.
Yes. What do you mean?
So second round until you meet Milwaukee or Boston, then you're up out of there, right?
Real quick.
So you're saying,
Beloved, keep going. Real quick though, I'm gonna let you keep going. Julius Randle had 15, 5, and 6 tonight, right? And an hour ago, dude to your left, to your right, whatever direction, said that he's playing the best game of his life. He finished the game with 15, 5, and 6.
Okay.
So hold on, I'm gonna ask you a question now. God damn it.
Well, say the final score, because we're live, by the way. Say the final score.
What was it?
They won by 12.
111, 112-97.
Knicks beat the Clippers. Go ahead. James Harden first game as a Clipper.
We got to go kill Don. Anyway, we got to go kill Don. I just lost my train of thought talking shit about.
Okay, you're saying that James Randle had the game of his life.
15 points tonight, right? That was the game of his life tonight.
Wait, this was how much pressure has Julius Randle been under before today?
How many shots did Julius Randle take tonight?
Is it 15?
I'm asking. How many shots did he take tonight?
I just had it up.
What did he shoot? You was watching the entire game, so talk about his body language.
I was arguing with you guys though. No, his body language was incredible. That's what I'm trying. 9 of 21, 27 and 10. By the way, what game are you watching? Thank you, All Ball. All Ball's in the building from the Bahamas. 27 and 10.
Ball in the building.
So we're not again. I love how once again you guys love pointing to stats and numbers. I'm supposed to be the nerd. 27 and 10, 9 of 21 shooting.
And that was his best game of his life.
He played the game of his life. He's playing the game of his life when you have all this pressure on you. All eyes are on you.
What pressure is on you?
Every single media post is talking about Randle being garbage. Every single media post was, this is the worst game in the 6 games in the history of the NBA. This is the worst game. Hold on. This is the worst 6 games since Jim Jackson 2001. Why are they talking about Jim Jackson 2001, Flea? Stop.
2 years ago, this is when we started playing these games. Trade him too. 2 years ago, y'all was going to trade him as well.
You wanted to trade him yesterday. Stop it. You guys are lying. All these Knicks media members do flipped on him. They flipped on him.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
What are we doing?
I see
Staying
exactly
consistent,
what you did here.
being what's the opposite of disingenuous? Honest.
So Cam Reddish was just put in a position to hit a game
Oh
winner.
dear Lord.
He was just put in a position. Miami's up one. Miami just won this game by 1. LeBron drives and kicks it corner to Cam Reddish. Cam is wide open. He misses the shot.
Mhm.
But I'm saying all that to say that they got a lot of confidence in that kid for him to for him to be in the game right now, and for him to be able to take that shot right now.
And you know what that is? And let me
And
tell
he
you something.
and
And I'm not.
Braun beat. See, he's beat. Oh, but Bam is gonna punch that shit. See, he had to make that play. Cam had a wide open shot.
But I understand. You know what Braun is doing? He's getting them ready for game 75. He's getting ready to the first round. So here, you take the shot now. I make you think I got confidence in you. So when I do it again, you hit the shot or you do something different. You know what I'm saying? So that's smarter, Braun. But real quick, get back to my point. Because Fabian, I live in a low income poverty area, so it's very dangerous for me to roam the streets at night.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Fabian, what I'm saying is this, right? And I want to get back to free agency. I don't want to. I want to talk about. Let's get back to free agency.
To purgatory. Because your man made a crazy, horrible point with Cam Reddish, but go ahead.
Well, Cam Reddish is one of my favorite top players under 25 in the league.
Oh my God, that explains a lot. Keep going.
What's wrong with Cam Reddish?
I was 5 games.
You guys
ago,
have
5 games ago. I wanted him out of the league. Beloved, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. 5 games ago, and I'm still not really sold. But there's a problem.
What I'm saying. Oh no. What I'm saying is
4 teams gave up on you.
Yes, because he has an attitude problem, right? He has a very bad attitude problem. He had that since AAU, but now he's with a pro. One of his favorite players, and I think he's gonna improve his practice habits. I think he's gonna, in this 2 years that he's there, when he moves on, he's gonna be a better professional, not a better player, a better professional. There's a difference between being an NBA player and having talent. He needs to be an NBA player with the talent.
Yeah, because
now, Fabian, if you're about to say he don't have talent, then you don't know what you're talking about.
I would never say that. I would never say that. I would never say that. What I was going to say was that you guys have crushes on dudes and don't want to admit that. But continue.
You think everybody is a stan? You think everybody is a stan?
I seen the kid when he was 16.
When they're fans,
why would I not know he's talented?
We love
Kobe the kid when he was 16.
We love Kobe Bryant, and you want to call us?
He's a talented NBA. He's a talented player, but he's not a good professional. He's with a team. He's with a player.
He's with a player that he respects.
He's with a player. He's with a player that's good.
Yes, sir.
That's going to teach him how to be a pro.
Go New York, baby. No, I'm just kidding. But listen, man, I'm telling you, that look like 5 dudes that have never touched the ball together, playing together, just throwing shit out at the park.
That's what it's going to look like for a week, though, Don.
Maybe more than a week.
Man, I'm being facetious, but it's gonna take some time.
But did you see how Randall dogged us though down low? Like we have nobody down there, bro.
Turn down Michael, no Clippers.
Nico and Rocco gone. Randall had his best game of the season. And did you see Hart?
Hold on,
go ahead.
Don. We are beloved is under, tension out there. We have to make sure he makes his statements before we get him into safety. Beloved. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta give a love. You see, beloved.
Good win though, guys.
He's like, look.
Around, like, what's going on?
Whoa, look, people jumping the fence already. Jesus Lord.
This is the trenches, baby. This is really New York.
Hit the elevator. Go upstairs, man. What you doing?
Nah, bro, I'm outside. But,
now you outside.
No, I'm always outside. But I think that real quick on that free agency shit, Fabian. I don't trust the free agency because I don't want to get stuck again with bringing 10 DiVincenzo's in and bringing what's the other guy you said that was on the list besides you said who else is on that list? No, but we want Siakam, but who else is that? Slow-mo. I'm not good with Slow-mo being in New York City. If Slow-mo's my big free agent signing after gutting the team for Embiid, I don't think that's a successful trade and summer. That would be just me.
Hold on, but how did you just make that up? I'm not going with him being the big time free big fish in the sea. No, I said you go trade for Embiid, you get Siakam, and then Slow-mo. That does not look possible now, by the way, because Philadelphia is in a way better position than we are. That is a
Yeah.
GM that, yeah, he might have done James Harden dirty, but that was the best thing he could have done. Because now he got rid of him. They're gonna have crazy cap space. They're
Fully,
gonna have 4 guys in the last year of their contract at the end of this season.
I
Are you
fully,
kidding
They
me?
got good
I,
depth too, man. Did you
I
see
fully
Batum tonight?
expect. I fully expect
Yes. Philly's
Levine.
the third best team in the league right now.
No,
Dom, I just said
I
that.
think
in the
I think they're
East.
gonna
I
go
don't know about
get.
the
I
In
least.
the
think
league.
I think they're gonna go get shooters.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna go get shooters. I think Buddy Hield's on his way over there. I think maybe DeRozan will go finish his
that's
year
what
out over
I
there.
was.
And I
That's what I
think
was saying too.
and I also can see Evan Turner going over there too
Going where?
to Philly.
Evan Turner's a free agent.
All of
Wait,
them
Miles
they're
Turner
gonna
or
they,
Miles Turner?
when,
Oh,
Miles Turner. My fault. Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
I'm bugging. I'm bugging. Miles
No, thank
Turner.
you.
Is Evan Turner this guy's podcast partner? He sounds like a Muppet.
He's Andre Iguodala's partner.
He doesn't sound like a Muppet to you?
I mean, his voice is funny. It is.
I'm
Uh,
sorry, Evan Turner. If you have
Fa- Fabian, would you like me to tell you why his voice is funny?
He sounds like Lil
no,
Yachty to me.
No, beloved. No.
Beloved, I hope it's
Okay.
not like
You don't think
No,
he sounds
no.
like Lil Yachty?
Flea said don't say it, so I won't say it.
No, beloved. No.
Hold
We
on.
He told me
okay.
not to talk, so I won't talk.
Flea. Do you know the reason why?
What the reason why Evan Turner sounds the way he sounds? Go find out where Evan Turner grew up first.
Nah, come on, man.
Well, okay.
Evan Turner, isn't he from Philly?
Who?
Move on, Fabian. Move on. Let's move on, Fabian.
Damn. Before I get popped
Yeah,
out here in the street,
Yeah. Let's move on.
Evan Turner.
Let's-
My name is Beloved. I'm from Uptown. So
Let's
what?
move on from there.
Listen, he does, but that's Evan Turner. You're talking about Miles Turner. I don't think Miles Turner is an acquisition for Philly to make. They have like Daryl Morey. They're in position to make. Like they have to do this. By the way, it's MB's prime years. Like what Daryl Morey did. Was it sick? Was it vicious? Yes, but they're about to have a MVP candidate surrounded by premier players and complementary pieces, along with a former
But
championship
I
coach.
I don't think they should bring in another number one player. He don't fit good with players like that. He needs defensive players and shooters around him. Like they need
Who's the number
shooters
one
and
player?
defensive players, huh?
What number one player are you talking about?
Like bringing like a Harden or a Durant, like him and another player like that. I don't think fits. You
That's
think
what I'm
that
saying.
fits with?
No. I'm saying they're not going for that. They're going for
Oh
Siakam.
yeah.
That
Okay.
is
Yeah. Oh
insane.
yeah. I
It's
agree with that
over.
because if they get Siakam, he don't have to guard nobody. He can just score. He literally don't got to guard or rebound. He never has to get a rebound. He could just go crazy.
See, and look what Flea said. Even if Julius Randle had the game of 15 and 9 that he claimed that Julius Randle had, that's not what I'm talking about when I watch Julius Randle. I'm talking about his body language, the way he plays with the team, the way he got everybody involved, the way he kept his head in the game. Like maybe this was necessary. I'm not gonna lie. He looked amazing. Don, what do you think? What do you think about Julius Randle busting y'all ass?
I think he was really good trying to get downhill in transition. And I think he took advantage of the fact that we have nobody besides Zubats that's over 6'7" now. And we are really weak in the front court. And like our point of attack defense is not as good anymore now that we traded Nico and Rocco and Terrence Mann is still out. And like Harden, like, you know, he was trying a little bit on defense, but bro, he was getting the corner turned on him like very easily. And Zubats, man, to start the season, he doesn't look like he's improved at all. His hands are shaky. Do you remember that guy? Do you guys remember that pass that Harden had in the beginning that was really nice? When he literally went through Mitchell Robinson's legs, and Zoo took an hour to go up at the rim. And then Mason getting injured, that didn't help. Like I think you guys just feasted on the inside because like we're trying to switch everything, right? We're switching everything with our 4 best players. Like it's just not ideal. Like I don't know what these guys were thinking, but you know what? We're just gonna have to wait and see, right? I'm still gonna stand on my shit that I think that our team was really solidly balanced. Where was Westbrook in the second half tonight? Where was Paul George in the second half tonight? Like to me, it's a fine balance between like sacrificing and then being aggressive. Like right now, what you saw tonight is they don't want to step on each other's toes, but they still also want to be aggressive at the same time because that's what Ty's telling them. But the fit is just not seamless to me, bro. You know what I think about 4-star teams that don't fit seamlessly? It's a little overkill. But we'll see. We'll see. As Flea said, it's going to improve. It's just a matter of how much is it going to improve. Like we look so far behind Denver, and we look further behind Denver now because now we're back to, oh, we got to figure it out mode. That's part of the reason why I didn't want to trade, is because we started the season with them both healthy and Russ there, and we had a full training camp and everybody was loving each other, and we're like, let's go. We don't got to adjust to anybody. Let's go. And we were looking good. But it's okay now because I'm in a win-win situation. Because now if we win, I'm hyped, and if we lose, I look like a fucking genius. Bro, today, Fabian, you don't understand how many fucking like disses people were hating on me so much this weekend, bro. Like every time I tweeted, I had a guy call me a nerd and had like 50 likes on it. So many haters, bro. And it's like hard to not let it get to me because I'm just getting used to like, like having more followers and stuff. But it's just funny, like if it could make me look like a genius because I stuck my neck out so hard.
It'll be a tough position to be in. Remember, like I said, remember your channel went crazy when you went nuts on Doc Rivers. So it's the same thing with Julius Randle. I mean, James Harden at this point. Like you don't agree with him being a great fit for the team. So
But I'll tell you what,
that comes with the territory, man. Like people gonna disagree with you all the time.
yeah, I just the personal attacks are a little funny, but whatever. I was gonna say, what did you think from the? I know you guys played really well. DiVincenzo, um, dude, a fish. Believe it or not, bro, I haven't had 1 ounce of caffeine. This is like I thought I was low energy, but
No, he said Harden got your heart racing like caffeine.
oh, I feel. Actually, no, man. I've given up, like, in terms of, like, believing anymore for this season. Like, I'm not saying I don't believe we can win, but I'm saying, like, me, like, praying, I want us to do well so bad. Like, no, because if we lose, you're going to see what I said. Everyone's going to see what I said. And let me tell you something. What did you, oh, yeah, I was going to say, you guys outworked us. Like, dude, was that DiVincenzo's best game? Because he was playing amazing.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was sick.
that was
He was,
easily DiVincenzo's best game. I couldn't
he
really
was sick.
watch him the way I wanted to because I'm busy
My
trying to
fault. My
set
phone
Flea
died.
straight because
But,
Flea
mhm.
sold out with Randall and he's trying to act like he didn't, and so did the rest of the media. But
What do you,
I guess this is what Randall needed. I feel like maybe with everybody in agreement now saying that Randall is a problem, he should have been had this kind of public intervention from the rest of us. It might have worked. He had a great game.
Let
he
me.
did.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Don. Let me ask you a question.
Hmm.
If Do you think if without the Dwight Howard, whatever's going on with Dwight Howard, do you think Dwight Howard, if y'all would have signed a Dwight Howard, he'll have the same impact how he changed the Lakers in that bubble?
No, because I saw him play for the Lakers in 2022, and he looked way washed compared to that 2020. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he
No,
can
no,
really
no,
like.
no.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think if he's the 2020 Dwight Howard, I think that he'd be a perfect fit for y'all because all you
Oh.
gotta do is give you 10 minutes. He'll give you 10 minutes and block 3 shots, and then Zubac can get rest.
Oh,
Y'all
100
just
percent.
three
But yeah, but he's not that guy anymore, though.
Oh,
when
Plumlee got hurt too. He got carried off
Yeah,
the court.
that was
That
bad.
was
That was
bad.
But
bad.
Plumlee,
Yeah.
he's not a good player. I don't know. I'm not a
He's
Clipper. I
not a
don't
Nah,
watch
no
a lot.
like
Plumlee
defensive,
contributed with them.
but defensively though, Beloved's right. Like he doesn't at the rim. He doesn't deter anybody. He takes bad angles on all his block shots, and nobody's afraid of him. He doesn't ever
Why
like
don't
go
you guys?
vertically up high.
Yeah, you
Why
can't have
don't
it
you
all.
guys move? Why don't you guys move Powell and another piece to get another big man? This is a good backup.
They probably should. No, I think what the now the fan base is getting starting to really frustrated with Zoo because he hasn't improved. They may want to bring him off the bench, but I just think it's
And
funny
go
that
small.
we made the move for Harden. No, as in bringing another big, as you said, and put Zoo on the bench as our backup
Oh.
big, which would be great. But it's just so funny to me how we made that trade and now everybody's asking for more moves. I just think it's funny as hell. It's
No,
hilarious to me.
what do you?
Just
I
an
don't,
unbalanced
maybe
roster.
you're gonna get into this later with on Locked On Clip. Shout out to Locked On Clippers and shout out to of course the Down Drop YouTube channel. You're gonna get into the Josh Primo acquisition, and that's coming into fruition now.
It's
Like,
not. I
what do
don't
you
think he's
think
gonna
about
play
that?
at all. He's not gonna play a minute with Bones and Norm and James and Russ. He's not gonna play a second to me, unless
He'd have to
major
work his
load
way in there.
management,
Mm.
majorly. And then there's also the the whole PR aspect of it. A lot of fans aren't really thrilled about it, but I don't know. What did you think of watching it from the Knicks side? Like, what did you guys think of our team? Just is it just as simple as it's the first game they look weak, or do you think it's just the fits clunky and shit?
I think. I
Yeah,
think. I
it was
think.
takes turns. And he was
Very
willing to.
takers.
I seen Harden giving the ball to Russell Westbrook. You can tell the way that they're passing the ball. Passing the ball is like you're thinking way too much about trying to get me involved. They're
Right.
not playing ball.
It's
They're
not
not playing
seamless.
ball.
I know.
Yeah,
Paul
nah,
George
they're
was
not
looking in
playing
the
ball.
first half. He was just like throwing up jumpers whenever he had the chance, and he was just kind of bricking. And then what was weird was Ty took them both out together. That was really weird to me. And then at times Russ and Harden were out together. I thought they were gonna leave one of them in with each other. Like maybe like Paul with Russ, and then Kawhi with Harden. But Harden, I mean, I like that he was shooting mid ranges. I'll give him that. And he was trying on defense, but he's just not a very good defender. Like he was trying, but oh man,
What are you gonna say, beloved?
DiVincenzo cooked us.
I think it doesn't look like they just playing. They just, for me, as long as they don't get to your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn, they just need to play natural basketball and have some type of flow in a half court. If they can put like 3 sets in a half court where it looks like it's motion, some type of motion offense, they'll be good. But like when they're up and down, they just need to play natural basketball and get 1-2 dribble pass, 1-2 dribble cut layup and things like that. But when they trying to overpass, it's gonna look nasty. It's gonna look terrible.
I think they
Yeah,
were doing that today. They
it was.
like no, I just think it looked like that today, Dom. Like I think we saw the same thing. Um, and Kawhi looks old too. That's not talked about enough. Like he looks older. He's looks like an old man the way he steps, the way he pump fakes. It looks mad old. He looks like an old man in the park right now to me.
He
Just the
may,
way
but
he
he's
steps with
still.
his knees
He,
looks old, and his 3-pointer shot is
but
very flat, very flat.
it's always been flat. He's always had a flat three ball. Even in Toronto, he did
Yeah, but it looks crazier when you're this old. Like
for
when
sure.
he's in the
But
post, he looks crazy.
no, yeah, exactly. But how many shots
And I
did
will hold
Kawhi?
on. I will say this: potentially the James Harden Kawhi pick and roll.
Kawhi don't
No,
roll. He only picks and pops.
Okay,
He
so
just
pick and
fades to
pop.
the corner. He's gonna just
What
fade.
you?
I never
Yeah.
saw him die. He's just gonna fade to the corner and
He,
try to get a pump fake three. That's all he's gonna do.
did you see
Right.
how long? Did you see how long? Like how many possessions Kawhi was just sitting in the corner tonight? Like how many shots did bro take in the second half? Like four? Like this is not
Mm.
acceptable, man. But that's my whole point. That's my whole point of bringing another guy in. Like I like 3 stars. It's fine with me. I mean Westbrook, you can say he's not a star maybe, but he still has that impact of a star when you give him the keys, kind of. And the way he was playing so far this season, he was playing kind of like a star, like a borderline. I just like the pace that he was bringing us, and I also think Bones Highland was kind of pressing tonight too. Like he only got a chance to really run pick and roll, or bring the ball up 1 or 2 times. He's gonna be so off ball with now that Harden's here, and I just don't think like he can attack closeouts and make open threes, but like I think Bones is better with the ball in his hands. Like, he's not really a spot up shooter. He's a real rhythm guy. And then we had lineups out there with Norm, Bones, and Harden and Plumlee out there, bro. We can't guard with that.
Yo,
So as
Minnesota's
a Clipper fan,
the best team in the league, right? The best defense in the league.
The Timberwolves,
Yeah, I
really?
think number one.
Yeah.
I think they
you
got the
saw you
number one
saw what
defensive
Jalen
rating.
Brown did. You saw what Jalen Brown did to Gobert tonight.
Nah,
Nah, bro.
You
I
go,
look
haven't.
at
This
him
week
right
I
Patrick
haven't
you
now.
had enough.
Patrick Ewing and Scotty. Wait till you see it. Patrick Ewing and Scotty all over
Wow.
again. Wait till you
When
see it.
Scottie Pippen
And
dunked on him,
yeah, it's worse now because wait till you see what he does after. Well, I
Jalen
guess
Brown or
stepping
Jalen
over
Green?
Jalen Brown. They play the
Wow.
Celtics tonight.
It's
Well,
Wait till you see.
98. So Minnesota's up. It's a good game.
Yeah, they play. I'm gonna go to NBA TV and watch it. So let me ask you a question. As a Clipper
Mhm.
fan, do you
hmm?
think you needed the if you okay? So they obviously wanted to make a move. Do you think if you construct that team, would you trade it for James Harden, or you would have traded maybe for like a Buddy Hill or like a Zach Levine? Like so, like do you think you needed more wing play, or do
Nah.
you think you needed more interior play?
Maybe one. I was saying in the offseason one more big forward because I felt like Roko and Batum were a little bit on like the older side. But definitely, I don't think we needed. I really don't think we needed another guard. Like everyone's, I don't know where this narrative came from that the Clippers don't like get good shots and stuff. Like our offense was bad since we got Russ. You know what it is, bro? It's that people don't like that Russ isn't a great shooter. They don't like that. They see that people sag off of him and like they'll load up off of him, and they'll be like, yeah, he's such a net negative and all this shit. But there's so many things that Westbrook brings to the table that are great. But now I think it's going to be minimized. I never thought we needed Harden. If we needed to, like, ideally, the guy I would want to get, if I had to pick anyone in the league, would be like Jeremy Grant. Just another big body. He's more of a
Oh
role
my
player.
God.
So, like, yeah,
Jeremy Grant with that fight, that would have
that's
been
what I'm
because all
saying.
he does, athletic forward that could run the floor, knock down the three, knock down the mid range, and
And
help
guard.
side defense. That's crazy.
Exactly. And then, like if I thought the length and size was crazy with Roko Paul George, Westbrook, and Kawhi out there. But having Grant instead of Rocco would be great, and then Rocco off the bench. But hey, man, they made their bed. They just wanted to stack the talent out there. Jerry West told one of my friends that it was mainly because they're afraid of Kawhi and Paul getting healthy, but like I'm sorry, getting injured. But if that's the case, then like
Wait,
they're
Jerry
due
West is
for
your friend?
no. I wish he was. He talked to one of my friends as a season ticket holder that he saw in Beverly Hills
Oh, I thought
randomly.
you. Oh, I heard he's one of my. I thought you said he's my friend. Oh,
No, I
good.
wish he
I'm that
was.
random.
Yeah, yeah.
And he told him that we're gonna try to get Harden because we're worried about Kawhi and Paul's health. But like when they're all on the court together, that's what I was worried about. Of course, if Kawhi goes down, having Harden is gonna be awesome. But I think one of Harden or Russ, if one of them
He's
left and we
wilding.
replaced them with something else, that would be good. I mean, as a GM, I wouldn't pick. Who do you like better, beloved? Like as a coach, would you rather have Harden or Westbrook?
With that team, or with regardless, if I'm just if I have to pick
Both, honestly, both. Yeah, with that team, and then
with,
if you just had your own team.
if I have my, I'm I'm a Russell guy. With that
Me
team,
too.
I'm bringing Russell because he's gonna. I know that he's gonna bring energy if Paul George and Kawhi don't bring energy. So I know he's gonna
Facts.
get the motor.
Facts.
He's gonna keep the motor
Yes.
running. And
Yes.
if I'm starting my own team and it don't matter what team I'm starting, but if I'm starting my own team, I'm gonna divide it into where when Russell comes in, I'm like, yo, listen, you're the motor of this team, but you're not the best player. So the day I see you take more than 12 shots, I'm kicking you out. So you understand your role. But they don't need he's the motor of that team, and he will never let them get in those. They may not be able to hit shots, but they're not gonna not play hard because of Russell and because of Ty Lue.
Yeah, Russ. Ever since he came to the Clippers, like when you go to games, there's like a real difference in the air. Like he really has made a difference. Like, you can't even put it into stats. Like it's this energy that he brings. It's like it's amazing. And you were right. Kawhi and Paul, they too quiet. Like Terrence Mann was even saying on a podcast, our team is quiet. So I think we're gonna make Russ a little worse with this move. To me, he had a good start tonight though,
Oh,
Westbrook in the first
and
quarter.
guess what? Guess what? And when you guys start losing, if that happens, guess who they're gonna blame everything on?
But they're gonna blame Russ.
Okay, Harden could go 0 for the 100. Paul George could go 2 for 4. Kawhi could miss 7 games, and the first thing everyone's gonna point on is Russell Westbrook.
Ty Lue,
That's how it is.
people are gonna
You
get
think
mad
it's
at Ty.
still
You go ahead.
people or people or
Laker fans probably. The Russ haters and the
yeah,
Laker fans
because
more. The
I
LeBron
don't only
fans.
yeah only like if you watch the Clippers, you understand that like Russell Westbrook is like you don't want him with the ball in crunch time and all that. Okay, I get that,
True.
but he's a major piece to the
Yeah.
Clippers. The last season in the playoffs, he was major. Like if Kawhi was healthy, it would have been interesting to see them in Denver. Like
Yeah.
that's crazy to say. Like if you watch the Clippers, nah, Russell Westbrook like you said
But 90% of the
that
people who don't watch the Clippers and the other 10% have a seething hate for Russell
For Russ.
Westbrook.
Yeah.
Well, I
This
remember
man.
I was a Westbrook fan. I was a Westbrook fanatic, but I was just when it was comparing him versus Derrick Rose, I kept seeing Rose get better. I always told the story,
Yeah.
and it's just
That's
like,
fine.
damn, I got frustrated with Westbrook, and I get it. But what you said was on point, beloved, because that's really what you're picking over James Harden. Russ is bringing energy that Kawhi and Paul George lack. What we always talk about, Dime, like that's what I hated about T Mac. That's what I hated about Paul George when he was younger. Who else would I always bring up? Tatum. I don't like when Tatum does that. He has that same energy. So they need a guy like DeMarcus Smart who's more consistent. They don't have that
Yo,
energy in
imagine
Boston, but even though they look
imagine
amazing.
imagine this and imagine this scenario. Just because you brought up Boston, things go left for you quickly, right, Don? So
Hmm.
they buy out Russell Westbrook, and Russell Westbrook goes to the Celtics. You wouldn't even have to worry about Milwaukee. He'll bring a different Boston with Russell Westbrook would be a different type of animal.
But
Yo, do
with
we
Drew
think
Holiday, you would
Milwaukee's
do
gonna
that
turn
though.
around?
Oh, that's right. They got Drew. My fault.
Yeah. With before Drew,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
but he's a beast.
yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted Drew
Drew
Holiday
Holiday.
over.
That's
I
right. They
wanted.
have that already. They have that already. They have a
Yeah.
person that's not
Boston.
gonna
No.
It
let them
is.
play like that.
Oh,
Yo,
Fabian. I
speaking of
want. Oh, good.
go ahead.
Sorry. Is this shit loud by the way? In the background?
It's not, but I hear somebody's like, I don't know if it's your
It's the,
mic or
no.
whatever. I think
No. It's the airport.
it sounds
Like
like no, it's not
thing.
that. It's something I think I can hear the mic rubbing.
Oh, hold on. Um.
Maybe it's
So,
not your phone. No, I think you're good.
okay. So I was gonna say I watched the Bucks first three games, and I haven't watched the latest ones, but it's exactly like I thought it was. Like we said it was gonna be. Their offense is
Now
better
we
in
now
crunch
we
time, but
now
their
we you guys
defense
had it
is
right.
sus.
Yeah. Now you
Their
guys had it
defense
right.
is
I thought
it's not the same.
nah,
Boston's
yeah.
team is way better than theirs. Drew Holiday, people don't understand. Just having a guy that can guard the best player and is willing to do it every single night is just, and he can do the other things that he does. It's just so valuable to me, man. Like,
And I don't know what they thought, but Jay Crowder ain't the Jay Crowder that
right.
defensively. They
Oh,
should have
speaking of
got they
which,
should have they should have got a young defensive forward to fill that void, or a young up and coming player to throw out there and say, like, you got to guard the best player every night, because
yeah,
it's not going to be. Listen, Boston is light years ahead of them defensively,
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
going to show in a 7-game series. Oh
yep.
baby, is it going to show in a 7-game series?
I
Fabian,
didn't think
did you
I didn't
think
think that Boston would be that much better defensively. It's top five. Then no, it's the Clippers and the Celtics with the only top five defense in offensive rating and defensive rating.
Clippers? We were 18th last year in defensive rating.
No, this year, right? So
Oh,
far, the
well,
Clippers are
so that
both.
say goodbye to that.
Yeah. Till after today, maybe,
Dude, Philly
maybe.
got Nico and Rocco and Kelly Oubre and Patrick Beverly. Like, they got fighters over there. They got
Yo, for
guys that are gonna
Philly,
work.
yo,
I love their
beloved,
team now. I
that's
love their
the
team now.
team. Yeah, right now,
Nick
that's
Nurse
who Boston's gonna go up against.
might
Forget
be.
about it. That's the match,
It's
bro.
early
I'm
though.
watching Philly. They fight. That Oubre. Remember, we said it with the Oubre pick when they
He's
signed him. We're
killing
like,
it.
yo, that Oubre pickup is
Yeah.
crazy. And
He's
then
great
Nick
off the
Nurse got
bench.
Tobias Harris. Has Tobias Harris played better than this before?
Fabian,
Well, last year was great.
we were on early in the summertime, and I think I remember us being. I was in the car, and we were talking about free agents, and we were talking about DiVincenzo. All I said was, "Why? If the Knicks would have got a shot maker like Kelly Oubre, it would have been a whole lot different." Because the only two people I wanted the Knicks to get is Kelly Oubre and Buddy Hield. If you need a shooter in an offense, Buddy Hield and Kelly Oubre. One thing about Kelly Oubre, he's gonna go hard all the time, and he
Yeah,
has size. I like
yeah.
size and scoring and the athleticism. Not saying DiVincenzo's not a good player, but I'd rather go with size and speed than a person DiVincenzo's size, because that's the way you play the game now. Size and speed. You can, and he has size, speed, and he can knock down shots.
But see,
So
we
explain
we
the
had a
difference
yeah.
between Oubre on the Warriors and the Wizards, and then now how he played again with the Hornets, and now how he's playing with Philly. What's the
Well,
difference?
well, I think
He's a better player, and he became a better professional. He
isn't he
wasn't
coming off
always
the
like
bench
this.
too though?
Okay,
As a bench
yeah,
player though, bro, he's like, I mean, come on, like it's a lot. It's less pressure, but he also like you get a chance to come in against like some of the reserves and get in rhythm. And I think as a bench player, man, Kelly Oubre, I mean, having him off the bench, I always considered him an NBA starter. So having him off the bench, it's pretty good.
yeah, but he's also like he's running around with LaMelo Ball too. They got
But
better with
Warrior,
him there.
yeah, but they weren't. You know, if you had told me Kelly Oubre is going to average 18 points on the Hornets and they're not going to win games, I would say,
So
yeah, of course he's gonna.
right, but now you go for a free for all with Philly. Like you have Maxey there, like he has no pressure on him. Like, he looks like he's how much one-on-one game play does he get to play with the Knicks? If Randall's playing like this, then of course with Oubre, oh yeah, bring whoever you want on his team. Bring
I
whoever,
know,
bring any
but
player.
Hey,
They're gonna
I
look
know.
hey,
amazing like
I
this.
don't want to rain. I don't
listen
want to
to
rain on the parade because Randall was really good, but man, we looked like a joke. Like we were just turning the ball over left. It looked like literally guys that never played with each other before. It was so all over the place.
it's
So it's gonna be
Yeah,
overpassing.
harder
but
for them.
It's
Randall looked
overpassing.
at peace. Randall looked at
He was
peace.
very
Like
in
Randall
control.
looked like, yeah, like he even after the game they were talking to him. Paul George, the way he spoke to him, it seemed like the NBA community they they got behind him, like rightfully so. Like I said, I've never seen like the way they turned on him. I'm not gonna lie, that's why I was big on this. I didn't understand why everyone flipped on Randall, but if this is what he needed, maybe he needs it, bro. You're a ball player in New York City. Does like he still doesn't understand. If you win here, we will have a graffiti wall for you on every block. Like we are nuts. We're just crazy. The
I,
same way we hate you right now, we will love you.
I talked to Evan today, and he said there was already 5 Wemby murals in San Antonio.
I mean, that's crazy. What
But
would you think? New York, we would have a Wemby a handball court with a Wemby
if you
painting on
got
it.
if you drafted him, maybe I was gonna say.
Yeah, he'd be a god out here.
You know what's funny though? People are gonna get so mad at Ty Lue for this. Like, how can you not make this work, bro? This is not easy. Like, even like, dude, this is not gonna be easy to make this
You
work.
got 5 people sitting in the same position that need 18 dribbles to go by somebody. Well, what if you don't? If every
Well,
if the team
Kawhi don't.
if the team don't get if the other team doesn't miss every shot, You got to have a fast break every 3 possessions for this to work
But see,
smoothly and
Harden's gonna
seamlessly.
slow us down. Westbrook was pushing pace for us, and Bones was pushing pace for us. We took the ball out of their hands.
Wait
They're
till
too
Harden gets a
slow.
rebound in his 18 seconds just for him to get to the free throw line. And then
Yo,
when he doesn't
beloved,
get then when he doesn't get his triple back step up, then he got a pass and his 11. Then you have 2 seconds to shoot the ball.
you guys went
Yeah,
on a fast break. Is your
we
fast break? How fast is your fast break? That fast break is going. It's slow as hell.
wait.
What
Well,
on the Clippers?
before this game, we were forcing turnovers and running teams out of there. Of course, the Knicks are better than the Magic and the Spurs, but we beat them by 40. Like we were, because
Yo,
Rocco flies around though. Like he's not a great on-ball defender anymore, but he flies around. He's got great hands, and you put that next to Kawhi and Paul. That's like 3 guys that are 6'7" plus with long arms and they can guard. And then Westbrook is a
yo,
6'3" athletic beast.
yo!
So
Yeah,
Public apology to the Mavericks. I was dead wrong. They just beat the Orlando Magic, second highest rated defensive team in the league. They came back and won. Luka was hobbled from yesterday. Like he had I don't even know. I was worried about him. They came back
Grant
down
Williams
from
is
like
hooping.
10. Who Grant Williams? Oh my God,
Hooping. He is
that corner
hooping.
three is crazy for them.
I know.
Insane. And
And
Kyrie's not even really shooting well.
and lively, but apparently he's been
and
good defensively.
Kyrie still hobbled too.
Yeah,
And they gotta
they tell
watch
me.
Who
that.
was hurt?
Yeah, he was.
He
He
got
missed a couple games. He missed a couple
yeah.
games.
You didn't see,
Luca
yeah,
won.
and you
Luca won games by himself.
yeah, and you better
Yo,
watch
yeah.
that because that foot injury, that plantar foot spur he got, that could get nasty very quickly for him.
Oh, that's what happened to Luca?
Yeah, his foot.
No,
No,
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
Did you
Kyrie.
see?
Oh,
Did you
he
see?
had plantar fasciitis?
He got plantar and he got like some type of foot spur,
Oh,
like
nah,
some
yes.
bone. So
Did
yeah,
you?
it's gonna be.
Have you ever had a bone spur?
I've never had.
I did that. I had a bone spur, I had a burn spur and a microfracture in my foot at the same time, and I didn't know what it was. You know what they did to me in college? They
What?
shot me up, and it went from a microfracture to a full split, and I didn't even know. I just couldn't walk no more. I just couldn't walk.
You
I was
might
a
as well
boot for
split.
2
I hate
months.
a fracture is the worst. I had
Yeah.
2 bone spurs in my toe. 2.
Oof, oof.
Bro, a bone spur is crazy.
The
Like when they
worst.
say
You can't
you
do
know,
nothing.
because certain injuries you hear about, see, you play ball, so certain injuries for you is like, nah, that hurts, and this, that,
Mhm.
you can't do this, you can't do that. Like when Kobe had an ankle spur in the finals and they shot him up, I was like, he had what? And he played
That's
the
a
he
different
was
type.
a
Crazy
savage.
pain. He's a different type of pain tolerance.
Yeah. What were we
Well,
talking about before that?
I was gonna ask you one
Kyrie,
thing. Yeah,
Dallas is great. Nah, Dallas is great.
I have to go hit the plane, but I was gonna say that Derek Lively kid has been playing really well. He's an upgrade over
Oh,
Powell
it's
to me.
amazing.
Yeah. No, Dallas looks pretty good. I was gonna say one more thing about our game, but I kind of forgot it. But
See,
our fast break. It's so like, it just feels so clunky. It's gonna take a lot of time, but yeah, I don't like what we did. We just have to see if it works out. Terrence Mann is gonna help a lot though because he's a guy that actually is gonna like just wanna, as Beloved said, like do the little things. You know, he's gonna go play D. He's gonna just be off the ball. Like, but it's still like Terrence Mann with these guys. Like, he's not the guy that's gonna put you over the Nuggets. Like,
So you have man and power, right?
yeah.
One of them got
oh,
to
they traded Powell.
No, Man can't go. Man can't go because his defense is too valid and he's like
No,
he's
Powell's
just
still there.
yeah. Powell might be redundant. I can't lie.
Yeah,
I like
so why
Powell
don't you
because he gets to the
package-
rim.
and he scored. Yeah, but
But right now we got. I know.
I gotta
We
get
got
a big,
to replace Mason.
or just you got to do something. Either you got to get a more athletic. Ooh, well,
It's just they're not growing on trees. We never
I
had a stretch big with Kawhi and Paul. Really, we tried Ibaka that second year, but then he just got hurt and was never the same.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But it's not like
keeps
it's
the NBA job.
but it's not like stretch
I hate
bigs
that.
that are good at defense are growing on trees. You know what I'm saying? So like it's gonna be really hard. But I'm excited just because it's either my team's gonna be good or I'm gonna look like a genius because I was so anti Harden trade and like everybody was attacking me for it. It's like, bro, if I was a coach, it would be much simpler for me. I'd just be seeing how championships are won in the past and they're run with the right blend of talent. That's it. And now we got to start over though, bro. My last thing is we got to start over now. Now it's we're just working things out. We were hitting the ground running. But yeah,
Well, you're gonna start off. You're gonna start off start over with a billionaire who has an open wallet and you gotta have a crazy salary cap, and you're in Los Angeles. Like,
No, not
I
saying
mean,
that. I'm saying start over in the sense that with Harden now, not blow up the team. They're not.
they
See,
have to
here's
blow
my
up the
bigger.
team.
No, but
They
see,
Don
no, but
Don
see,
Don.
no, but follow.
Ask your what do you
We
say?
just
You have a friend
we
that knows Jerry West, so you ask your friend to ask Jerry
no, he
West
doesn't know
what's
Jerry
gonna
West.
happen in 2 years.
He saw him in Beverly Hills. No, here's my thing. The problem is, I wish you were right, but they traded an unprotected first rounder. We traded all our picks, so we can't blow it up because we're entering a new stadium and we're second class citizens. Let me
Dom,
tell you something.
you don't understand. Do you understand what when you have players in a final contract like that, they can go trade for first rounders. That's what they're gonna
But
do,
no, they're
or trade for another free agent class or a super team. That's what
you only
they.
got
I mean, you can't have a super team, but they're in an all right position. You go all in. You went for this. You had Kawhi Leonard at the end of his prime. Paul George at the end of his prime. You go all in. There was like, what was the alternative? You're gonna play the rest of the year out and do what? I don't see the alternative. You have to do this. You have to see, ask Russell Westbrook, hey, would you want to play with James Harden? And they did that. I'm all right with that, beloved. Are you okay with this, beloved? With the Harden trade?
A fumble. Oh, he got the ball back.
On Monday Night Football?
Yeah, I got some money on the game. Um, I I agree with your logic. Like, yeah, just keep going for it because the ownership and where you at, I don't think you have a problem getting free agents. And and yeah, like go all out, see what happens, see if they stay healthy. Listen, if the Clippers make the finals, a good trade. If they make the finals, is a good trade.
Mm.
They don't got to win a chip. If they make two, say they make two out of the next three finals, I would take that,
do
and
you
then
see
say
that?
goodbye to,
Do you
and
see
then
that
and
happening?
no, well, not right now.
No.
Not what day one of the trade. No, not right now. Day one of the trade. No. But what I do, but you can remember, you can still make a little bit moves here and there. But if, as a Clipper fan, if you made one final out of 3 years, you wouldn't take that. Hello, Don,
Nah, his mic
or
is
maybe
off.
not the plane. Um,
Yeah.
I would take 1 year out of 3 years going to the finals. What, two Western Conference finals, one final, or moving up every year. This year going out second round. Next year Western Conference finals. Next year maybe going to the chip.
My only thing is there. I don't fully trust Kawhi and Paul's health going forward, and they're on all three. Or so Kawhi and Paul have a player option for next season, and then their contract runs out. So they're going to try to want to get an extension probably. Harden is an unrestricted free agent this summer, so he's going to want the bag. People are telling me, yeah, we brought him in because we're going to run it back. Like we're committing to this now. I'm like, bro, are you serious? Like I
You
understand what you're
can't commit
saying,
to
but
something if you don't know if you're gonna sign.
like
Let me tell you, you better not give him the bag.
that's the point.
You
They're
can
all
let him
saying
walk.
no. That's but see, that's the thing. Everyone's saying when I said that, they're saying, "What are you gonna do? What else are you gonna do? Let Harden walk?" I'm like, "Yes, yes,
Yes,
let him.
you let him
Yes,
walk
but they won't.
because you
They
got there's
won't.
other pieces you could get. There's
Yes,
other
they
pieces
will.
you could get.
That's the
Yes,
problem.
they will.
What you think
No,
they're
no,
gonna
no.
let him
I don't
walk?
think bomb.
Yo,
You
this
know who's your GM? Who's your
oh,
GM?
that was a bad shot.
Lawrence Frank.
Yo,
Lawrence Frank.
Lawrence Frank is
Ant-Man,
your GM.
Ant-Man shoots too many threes, man.
I've
But
always
the
said that.
but the ball, yeah, yeah. The Timberwolves Celtics game was really good. 101, 37 seconds left. You want to watch? If you want to tune in?
I gotta leave. All right, fellas. Good conversation. Good win. It's gonna be fun to just grill how bad my team looked tonight. To be honest,
Do you think Boncaro is more talented than Ant-Man? Real quick,
nah,
No,
not for
no,
me. Not for me.
no, no.
I think he is.
Ant-Man got more of a bag, but
Wh-
okay, maybe physically, but Ant-Man got more skill to me.
Exactly. He got more. Yeah, he got more of a bag. I think Boncaro's more dominant. He plays towards
Physically,
his
yes.
strength.
You don't think Ant-Man? What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Except tonight,
Ant-Man
he's
is
got his
pretty
ass
strong.
bust.
Okay, but
Ant-Man is a three
Ant-Man
level. When he's on, he's a 3 level scorer.
yeah, and he's very strong. You don't think he's strong?
He's strong as shit.
Okay, but Boncaro's a Brazilian. Got
No, but
Brazilian strength.
Carroll's really strong too.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
dude is.
but Van Carroll is a strong small forward. Like Ant-Man could play the two and the three if he want. Like he's very strong and compact. It's not low.
More
Like
agile.
he's very compact strong. Like you're just not throwing him off. You're not just throwing him off his spot or nothing like that. Real
No,
quick, Faye. And I know you're a Knicks fan, and I just thought about this because we were talking about Charlotte. Remember the time we were gonna trade the house for Terry Rozier, and we thought Terry Rozier was the answer. You don't even
I
know
do
what.
not remember that.
Yeah, nah, the Knicks were looking at Terry Rozier hard, like for 2 years. like before the Dennis Smith. This is during the Dennis Smith years. During
Oh
the
my,
Dennis
yo, I
Smith.
forgot Dennis Smith was on our team
Oh
because we
wow!
had
I
him
want to
because
make
of
sure.
Porzingis, right?
Yeah. So y'all thought
Yeah.
we thought Dennis Smith was
Wow.
an answer. Then they wanted to give Terry Rozier $33 million, and now he just dying out there, just collecting a check in Charlotte, just dying. So I don't like free agency for us. I think that to me I'm fine building through trades and that's it and see what happens. But I'm not gutting the team and hoping on free agency. I'm just not. I'm not a this. I'm just wary. Yes. I'm just worried. I'm just worried about that. Like banking on free agency.
I'm not worried about that, bro. That's all. That's the only strength that we have. What the hell is all the strength? They don't draft well. We gotta be honest about that. They
Trade.
drafting. I mean, the
Trade.
Emmanuel quickly was good, but you could have had other like Mitchell Robinson.
No,
Oh, I missed again. He done shot another three. Ant Man shoots way too many threes, man. How does he have no mid range game? Jalen Brown with the last shot, step back left, missed another three. Everyone shoots threes. They're nuts.
why just not go to the basket if I was Jalen Brown? Hope for a foul.
Yeah, because he
Yo,
can't.
oh, how's that not a pick six? Let me tell you something. But Boston did a good move. They knew something wrong. That Robert Williams, he's gonna retire soon. He has degenerative knees. They can't find
Damn,
out what's wrong with his knees. I feel bad for him, but
damn.
yeah, and that's why Boston had no problem moving him. Boston had
I
no
just
problem throwing him in that trade.
I looked up where Evan Turner's from. Evan Turner. We
Hmm.
we all got jokes, all right. If you
Hmm.
can't take a joke, I don't know what to tell you, brother. Calm down.
Where's he from?
From the shy.
Oh, I don't think that's what we weren't talking about that. I'll DM you and let you know why.
No, I
I'll
saw
DM you.
why he lost his voice and everything. He said because he had a bunch of surgery, got hit by a car. He went through a lot as like a baby.
Yeah,
Damn. Yeah, it's crazy. But
yeah, we can. Did you? I know you. Oh, you don't watch football no more. You told me, right?
nah, I can't. It's not football anymore, bro. It's not football.
Yeah,
Gotta stop.
it's
They
seven
saying
on
you,
seven.
yeah, it's positionless football. I hate it.
Mhm.
I despise
Yeah.
it. Like, okay, I'm Marshall Fall, cool. What's my man's name from the 49ers back in the day? The running back
Who?
in the 80s?
The running Brent Jones. No, Brent Jones is the tight end. The running
Yeah,
back
it's
from
the
the
90s.
49ers?
Mm-hmm. He's the original. He's like the OG Marshall Falk. Damn. They win the chips with Joe
Who's
Montana.
on? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't a 49ers fan, but I like
Damn, Cam Thomas at
my,
45?
oh, he is going. You talk about a bag.
Yeah.
When's his free agent year?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. But Giannis had 36.
But
That
but
they
listen,
Giannis gonna have to have 40 every game.
but one thing about Cam Thomas, when he's a free agent year, people have to know he needs, like, you know what he is? He's a Julius. I'm not saying he's Julius Randle. He can't be your best player, and I don't think he could be your second best player. He could be your third best player. Like to me, he's like a Maxi, and I think Maxi's better than him. I still like Maxi. I could make him my number two. You can't
I
make
don't know
Cam
who's
Thomas your
better.
number two. I like
I don't
Maxi
know
because he was
who's
physically better. I like his
I,
physics.
I like
Physically,
Maxie
he's
because
bigger. He's
I've seen
stronger. He's physical. He's stronger. He goes to the basket way better. Cam Thomas he makes more difficult shots than Maxi. Now,
he's yeah,
shot
yeah,
making
yeah.
Maxi can't see him in shot making. Difficult shot making, but I think Maxi's a better like basketball. Like look at Maxi. He has broad shoulders. He has long arms, and he's tall. He's a perfect two guard, and he's super. Like you know what? You know who he should. That's what I'm talking about. You know who he is, Fabian? What
Who,
Maxi? Who should have been Maxi? Tyreek Evans.
who?
Same exact body type. Look at compared to Maxi's body to Tyreek Evans. Same thing. Handle, could score,
Then
shoot the
Tariq
ball, go to
Evans,
the back.
he came out 25-5, right?
Yeah, he won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, like
He was
I think
50.
Tariq Evans was better than him. But I see what you're saying. Like body, he's stronger. I
Same
don't
no.
know.
The same strength, but that to have long arms like that and be a shooting guard and have that handle that's low to the ground, that's tough. That's elite.
You think he's as
That
fast as Maxey?
yeah. Look at yes, one of my partners played against, and I used to see Tyreek coast to coast. You can't do nothing for him. Like up and down, like 3 dribbles. He told me that he guarded like at an NBA tryout, NBA camp. He said Tyreek got the rebound at the other hash mark. He said 3 dribbles, Ed. I looked up, I was under the rim. He said I don't know how I got there. He said I don't know how I got under the rim, and he took 3 dribbles. Tyreek was fast, strong. His handle, it was too much.
I forgot. I think you told me before, but what happened to Tariq Evans?
Knees, knees and lifestyle, knees and money.
Or lifestyle too?
Yeah, lifestyle. He was always in New York. He was always at 55th in the summertime. Baddies come
Oh yeah.
G5, G wagon coming out, carrying his sneakers inside Dykeman or 55th. Go play right to downtown. Baddies.
Mm.
But that he still got wild bread. But he still has wild bread. But his knees went and he never got a jump shot. Look at Herbert. I would trade Herbert. I would trade Dak in 10 seconds for Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he's tough.
I think it was Cat. Oh my god.
A three?
No, overtime's about to start. You know it's gonna be a three.
It was tied at 1-on-1.
Yeah. You know what the first thing I know, I always told Dom always starts laughing. So the first thing I noticed about Cat that always pissed me off was that he goes left with his right hand. Like you're a big man trying to finish on the left side of the backboard with your right hand. I'm like, bro, you look crazy.
He looks like he don't play basketball.
Yeah. That's the best description of Anthony Towns.
Yeah, like he doesn't know, like you don't play basketball. Like you going across your body for a layup on the same side. Doesn't make sense.
Look at him. Oh,
it's so clunky in that. But hey, man, this is what you want.
Look, all his antics, not me. I argue with all summer.
That's what y'all want. If you think he got, I'm just telling you, you think Randall's a headache? I'm telling you, all of them are the same.
How do you not drop step right there? He's trying to force his way with with Drew Holiday. Nah, just drop step right there and jump hook. Like it's just he's not fundamentally sound at all.
Because he just been getting by with his big athleticism.
He's
big and like you know what he been getting away with? Fat athleticism. He's just strong and fat. So anything like you just don't want to get busted in the mouth by one of his flaring elbows because he just flares everywhere and goes to the basket. Watch him go to the basket. It's a big flare. It's just his feet is everywhere. Is nasty work.
He just did that and got called for a charge. He just did that.
Yeah,
and fumbled the rebound and lost it and it's like screaming at somebody else. What are you screaming at? You lost the ball.
You ever seen a defensive lineman get a fumble and try to run 90 yards? There you go. Rumbling and tumbling, bumbling. He's terrible. I hate watching him.
Yeah, me too, bro. I said the other day when he came out, when he got drafted, and it was him and Anthony Davis, I said, yo, these are going to be the 2 guys in the league above everybody. Everybody's second to them. I don't care what anybody says. 2 years later, I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? They don't have that motor. Yeah.
Coddled big men. They're like mama's boys. They're like real mama's boys.
Man, God bless his mom. You know, she passed away. But
a lot of people's mother passed away. I don't.
No, don't do
I'm
that.
not saying that.
I already valued Evan. 7 points.
Mm-hmm. That's what you want to trade for. At least Julius Randle's gonna look. At least he's gonna try to score, right? At least Julius Randle. First of all, Julius Randle's gonna play hurt until he can't play no more. At least he's gonna play hard sometimes. But
because nobody has Cat in their top 20, top 30. Nobody mentioned them.
Yeah, I want to.
I don't want him on my team. The only reason why is because he spreads the floor, but it's
so what?
Nah.
Listen, when you make trades, never move laterally. Always move vertically. That's what I always say.
That's not
all you're doing, and you're kind of going like vertically, like a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. So You're going
There's a
laterally and a
lot of
little bit down.
downside. Yeah, there's a lot of
Could he get?
downside to Cat.
Listen, look how Cat acts in Minnesota. You think he could take this in New York when he has 7 points in an overtime game? You know what? You think he's gonna take questions at his locker or head for the hills?
You know what he's gonna do. Ant-Man and Tatum are going at yo. Ant-Man, that's the one thing I like about Ant-Man. He's fiery.
Wow. He goes at
He's trying to,
anybody.
yeah, he's trying to rip the ball away from Tatum. You got to see this. He's trying to rip the ball out of Tatum's on the
The
floor.
game. Let me see if the game's on NBA. It's on NBA TV.
I don't know because it's on League Pass.
What?
He's all over the floor. The only thing about Ant-Man is that he got to get more scrappy with the mid-range going to the hole. Like,
Let
why
me
doesn't he
ask
go to
you.
the basket more? I get it. They can overload on him, but still.
Who you think at the fan base is more delusional? Jets fans or Knicks fans?
Are Jets fans delusional?
They think they can make the playoffs with this guy running quarterback. He's terrible.
I don't think Jets fans are I think New York fans are the smartest fans ever. Because we
Oh,
like
the game is on. I see it. I see it.
Dom doesn't understand. I told him, I said, we grow up talking about sports our entire life. If you're into sports, you do it from like you as a baby, and you're arguing in kindergarten, you're arguing in every single grade, on the school bus, the regular bus. It doesn't matter where you are, you're gonna argue about sports. So you're always challenged. And because he never understood, there he goes in the
There
mid
you go,
range.
mid range. He hit it. He just hit the mid range. I'm watching. The game is on. 108,
Yeah,
105.
he
Wait a
got
second. They took
34.
him. He's not even in the game.
No, Cat
Carl
fouled
Anthony
out
Town. 7 points.
for 7 points.
Look at Drew. He's under the rim. Look, that's elite. He missed it.
Yeah.
That was but you saw that move? You saw that move?
Wow.
Your TV's faster than mine. That's tough. And you see why they say he's one of the best young ones coming up?
Only when he heated up, when he hit the mid range first. Before that, he missed 2 3-pointers in regulation. I don't know what happened to an overtime. It gets to get all excited. Tatum.
Don't he hit that? Your TV's in and out. All right, Fave. I'm gonna hit you. Good talking to you, man.
Yo, man, we out of here. Appreciate it.
Peace.
AllBallTV, baby. Wow. Ant-Man's killing.